Midnight. What were we doing? It's the Midnight Critic! Yeah!
So, Pulp Fiction.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just saw it. Oh, I just saw it for the first time.
You just saw it
You've
for the
seen
first
it
time.
before, Corey.
Yeah.
And you've seen it before, Phoenix.
Yep. It's been a while, so it was, man, rewatching, I was like, because the movie's really long, but
Oh yeah.
I like how it's broken into segments.
Yeah.
Like, it feels more like watching a TV show, kind of, than watching a movie. But
This is a good
it
way to
still
do the
feels like a
segment
movie.
thing.
Yeah, like, it's great. It does it so fucking good. But, yeah.
It kind of jumps around with the segments, too. It doesn't really go in, like, a order.
Yeah, it's not chronological at all.
Yeah.
Like, and it's so weird because it works still.
Yeah.
Like, it feels like where it ends feels like the ending still, even though it's not technically the end.
It's really not, yeah.
Yeah. I got kind of... We'll get to the part that I'm thinking of, but, like, I think the part where John Travolta does the thing in the car,
Mm-hmm.
I think that is improvised. And then they had to kind of, like, extend the movie a little bit, because I don't think that was supposed to happen.
Really?
I don't think so.
You think him killing a man was improvised? Do you think he accidentally killed that man?
Well, he didn't accidentally kill that man. I think
In
he
real
like.
life,
I
in
think
real
he was
life,
like.
he killed the
Yeah,
actor.
I think he.
Yeah.
I think he was like, "Hey, I think this would be a good idea," and then they tried it, and they're like, "It's fucking amazing. We're gonna run with it."
I don't know. I feel like this
Maybe.
movie is everything about it's really purposeful.
Yeah.
As far as the briefcase goes, I could have sworn that it was in it a lot more than it actually is.
Mm-hmm.
Like I
No.
didn't think the movie was over,
Crazy.
and then it was over, and it's like, oh shit.
Yeah,
I guess
no.
this is where it ends.
Yeah, no. And I would, like, think about that, Thomas, because, like, with how it begins, they get the briefcase, and then basically after that, it goes to our next segment, which is Vince and Mia. And then that starts, and immediately we see them in their new clothes, which the ending shows how they got their new clothes and everything. So it
Correct.
feels planned out at that point.
Correct.
But I'd like to hear more of your thoughts on it, for sure.
But I think that they could have reshot the scene where they walk in with their clothes
Mm-hmm.
if that later scene was a changed scene. So I think they could have
Possibly.
been like, "Okay, we really like this, but it has to have a different kind of style when they go and actually deliver the briefcase. So what is that?" And they had to reshoot, which is fine. I mean,
I mean, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Maybe. I don't know, man. I just feel like it makes so much sense.
I feel like this would be a movie where they wouldn't allow shit like that, but I mean, it could have
I
been.
mean, it could be. I personally
Could
don't
very
see
well.
it, but, like, I mean, I don't know. Like, it definitely could be
you
that.
never know.
I don't know. Okay, starting from the top.
Yeah.
We were watching the intro scene and like the intro credits and things like that,
Yep.
and I saw a very interesting name.
We really don't have to do this.
Well,
oh
we
yeah.
gotta-
First of all, are we going
yeah,
into Phoenix and
segment,
Thomas's fun
segment.
notes here,
Yeah. Phoenix and Thomas.
or are you
fun
just talking
notes
about the
with
movie in general?
Phoenix's Thomas's fun notes with Pete.
Yeah,
Okay.
That's,
That's my
we
first
got to start a segment. Yeah.
Yeah. That's where we're at, and Thomas took notes because he's never seen the movie, and then Phoenix took notes because it's fun.
Yep.
I didn't
This
take
is
notes
fun
because
notes
I
with
wasn't
Pete.
going to.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It just wasn't gonna happen.
So my first note.
Right.
Harvey Weinstein.
Okay. We really just don't have to do this.
I'm just saying.
Yeah. If you
Kinda
actually
interesting.
look
Yeah.
back at, like, basically all of the Tarantino movies,
He's done a
Weinstein,
lot of shit.
he
Yeah.
funded,
Not
like,
even
because
that.
Weinstein Company was a large film publishing,
Yeah.
and, like, they were huge. They put out a bunch of stuff, and, like, Weinstein put a bunch of money behind Tarantino.
Yeah.
And, like, I won't lie, there wasn't anything about Tarantino, but, like, there was stuff like Uma Thurman was like, yeah, I didn't want to be around Weinstein at all.
Yeah.
I would imagine he's a creep.
Yeah,
I wouldn't want to be
exactly.
around Tarantino either because he's probably a fucking creep also.
Oh yeah, dude.
And
fucking,
we'll probably hear about it years, probably after he dies. We'll probably hear about it. 'Cause
Yeah, right.
Look, man, maybe he's just a weirdo. I don't
Dude,
think
he
he is.
might
I
be
think
a
he's
weirdo,
probably
man.
just
I
a
He
think
might
creep.
he's
be-
just kind of like one of those like
He's like a Michael Bay.
yeah,
And Michael
like
Bay's
a
fucking
like a
creep.
really like iconic
Yeah.
director weirdo. Though.
Michael Bay's gotten away with it for too long. Michael Bay's a creep. We know he's a creep. He's a creep.
Mhm.
I don't know.
Um,
Weinstein's also like on a lot of stuff. Like I think he's in Marvel movies too. Like he's
Dude,
listed for
Weinstein's,
Marvel
like,
movies.
We
He's everywhere.
that could honestly be an entire fucking episode, just like going over all the shit
Good.
Weinstein was about, and just
yeah, what
'cause
he's
it's-
what he's funded and
it
things
is
like that.
wild.
we
Like,
could do some more analytical.
yeah, some like an
Eventually,
analytical
eventually.
midnight fuck
You don't have to
that
name it now. You don't have to name it now. You don't have to name it
you
now.
really don't
Okay.
have to.
Corey's already writing it
Um,
down because
you have notes.
his brain just worked.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah.
Go ahead. I wrote off my first one. You wrote off your next one.
Yeah. So my first note is fuck these accents. I couldn't fucking barely understand what the fuck they were saying. Like, I still could get it a bit, but like it was. I think it works. I think it fits the characters 100%. But I was also like, what the fuck? What the fuck are they saying?
Yeah. Well, I think it makes it good in the sense of where it's
Does.
not.
It's weird. It's weird that
it's
doesn't
something that
bother
you
me.
almost have to like focus on. If you really want to
Yeah.
understand what they're trying to say or what they're like basically saying, you really have to focus on what the fuck they're
Yeah,
saying.
it makes you have to watch the movie, which I mean, I appreciate that. You know, I feel like we're
You didn't
in...
write a note about something.
What?
Sorry, go ahead. You finish. You finish first. I'll keep my thought.
No, yeah. But yeah, that was the note. It's just fuck these accents. But then like the next thing I write is love the casual murder robbery talk because they're literally just talking about fucking
Robbing
murdering,
banks.
robbing
and,
banks.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
they're like, why can't we rob this fucking? Like, why can't we rob this diner? And then I wrote a hashtag relationship goals.
Yep.
Hashtag relationship goals
Yep.
is let's rob a thing.
Let's
Let's
a
rob a
restaurant.
bank together.
Cool.
Rob a bank, rob a restaurant. Yeah. What was Thomas? What was
You forgot to take a note about the words on the screen at the very beginning of the movie.
You know
oh
what you
yeah,
did?
dude. No, I
This is
wasn't
Phoenix's
in the.
pet peeve.
I wasn't in the room at the time, so but
There was text that appeared at the
It
beginning of
was
the movie
the
giving the
definition of pulp.
definition of
fiction,
pulp
right?
And fiction.
It gave both those.
Yeah.
And Phoenix absolutely just put a hole in my wall as soon as he saw that
dude.
there was
Yeah,
text
there's
on
actually now
Yeah.
a
He
hole
hates that
right
shit.
behind me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's in the kitchen because that's where I was. But like I looked
Yeah.
through where he's got like a little like kind of bar area, and I looked through that
Yeah.
and I fucking
there. About to turn the fuck up in here.
absolutely destroyed his fucking kitchen.
Yeah.
it was
Turn the fuck up in here. What
ruinous.
you
But
mean?
honestly,
I need
doesn't-
to turn the fuck up in here. That's exactly what I mean. I need to turn the fuck up.
yeah, turn the
Okay.
fuck up.
I mean, you almost crashed out earlier, but
Yeah.
Different
That's
reasons.
different from turning it up.
Yeah.
Turning up party. Crashing out is
Crashing out sounds like
Crashing
you're going
out.
to bed.
no.
No, it's fine.
Yeah.
Oh,
New
So,
youth
yeah,
term.
so we
It
have to
means
explain to the
like,
boomer.
It means like basically
Phoenix is on the
crashing
older
out
end.
is like
He's a senior associate.
Yeah.
he is.
Have
he
you guys
is-
critics?
I do.
Have you guys ever seen the movie that's the senior intern? What is it like with
the one where
Robert De
Kevin
Niro.
Spacey turns into
Robert
a
De
cat?
Niro?
I think I know
Yeah,
what you're talking about.
yeah. Robert De Niro and
He's an older guy
what is
who
it,
gets
Anne
a
Hathaway or
job at
something
like a
like
young
that?
thing. Yeah,
Yeah,
probably
yeah,
some
yeah.
shit like that.
It's like a
little stupid
7-year-old
movie.
guy who goes to be an intern at like a company.
Yeah,
It's funny as hell, and it's like a young person
yeah.
company.
It's a
funny as
newish
shit.
movie.
I've never heard about that.
Funny
Yeah,
as shit. It's
I only
good.
know because I've
Wild.
seen the trailer, and I'll probably watch it with my mother because she loves Robert De Niro.
I've watched it.
That's
I've
neither here
watched it
nor
a couple
there.
times. It's a good
It's
movie.
neither here nor there. Phoenix is a senior associate here at
He
Midnight
is
Critics.
our senior
I
associate.
am.
Yep.
I help the millennials like parse through everything that's being said.
So
I thought crashing was going to bed.
So
Yeah,
here's what
it's
crash
not.
out is. Here's the
Yeah.
definition basically. Crashing out is like when something basically like it could be from pissing you off, right?
Yeah.
So if Corey's talking shit and he hits a nerve with me and I get so pissed off that I start like basically losing my shit and like
Yeah,
let's say
yeah.
I like flip this table
Or, like,
throw
tries
that
to hit me,
couch and
like,
he's
shit,
crashing
that
out.
shit.
So that's
That's
crashing
crashing out.
Yeah, so he tries
Okay.
to hit me or some shit, stuff like that. It's crashing. out.
Okay.
Yeah.
I gotcha.
Yeah,
That's funny.
That's crashing out.
Whereas,
Wow.
like, I didn't know
Alright.
that you didn't know that.
No, dude,
This-
no idea, man.
As we get younger and you get older, this is gonna get more fun.
Dude, it's going to.
We're not
man.
getting younger, but
Hey,
we're
as
still-
you
we're
guys
still
get
young
younger,
enough.
As you guys get younger,
we're
and I
still
get
young
older.
enough, okay?
As you
I
guys
reckon I've gotten pretty young, a little bit
As
younger
you
in the
guys,
last couple
younger.
of years.
You have
As
not
you-
gotten younger.
Not physically, mentally. I
as
feel
you
like I've
guys,
gotten a
as
little
you
bit
guys
younger.
start Benjamin buttoning,
As far as
and I
terms
go
go.
and I actually grow as a
Yeah,
person.
as you grow as an adult,
As you are a regular person, and
as
me
we
and him are
learn Gen
Benjamin
Z
Buttoning.
language,
Yep.
as we know Gen Z language, because
Yes,
we have to
yes.
speak it on the regular.
No,
That's true.
We'll
okay.
teach you it.
I'm glad. I'm glad.
That's what I mean by we're getting younger
We'll
because we
keep
have
you
to
up to
learn.
date.
We,
You have to learn.
we got like 10 years of kids behind us that are teaching us things because they're part of our generation. So
And
we
I
gotta,
don't
we gotta
get on.
learn.
I don't get on social media as much anymore. So like, I just
Skibbity toilet.
yeah, skibbity toilet.
Skibbity maxing.
God fucking damn,
Maxing's crazy, dude.
maxing.
Yeah.
You can
Let's
explain that one if you want.
let's move on to. I fucking.
We go back into
I'm
the
gonna get a
notes.
fucking headache. Let's move on. All right, Thomas,
Okay.
what's your next note?
My next note is foot massage.
Okay, you
And
are.
I wrote that down because I already knew that Tarantino was known for like the whole feet thing.
Yeah, 'cause he's weird.
And so I was like, okay, writing this down early, foot massage, and like it being a thing that's like so personal that like, you know, this guy got like thrown over a balcony for
I wrote
it.
God, it's a bit down, but it's foot massage equals pussy eating.
Yeah,
Because that's the conversation
Oh,
they're having.
The only reason I wrote that down,
links it to
the
that.
only reason I
Fucking
wrote that
funny.
down was because literally Samuel L. Jackson's character is like, yeah, I've given my mother a foot massage, and then
Yeah.
turns around and John Travolta immediately says that line right after.
Yes.
That foot massage is like pussy eating, and I'm like, what the
Yeah,
fuck?
right, dude. And it's just the conversations in this movie are so fucking like off the walls, but they also feel so natural.
Yeah,
It's-
they're so
it's-
genuine.
It's so good.
They're so like
Like, if
just
that happened,
real
you would talk about
conversations.
it.
Yeah,
Like-
exactly.
Yeah.
You would. Like if you're with your fucking bro that you fucking murder people with.
Well,
Yeah.
like, the foot massage thing lasts so long
It does.
that it's like
It carries
that
through,
feels
yeah.
very genuine.
It fucking gets brought up too because it's fuck, I can't remember the name of the dude, but like it's
Butch?
because Mia gets a foot massage from what, Antoine?
Antoine, yep.
Antoine, and then like the fucking entire reason that it's brought up is because Vincent thinks that Antoine got thrown out of a 4-story window
Yep,
by
and given a
Marcellus
speech
Wallace
impediment.
because of this.
Yeah.
And given
Yeah.
a speech impediment.
He's like, personally, he'd have to paralyze me because I'd go kill him.
Oh
Yeah.
yes, dude. Yes, it's
I love it. So then I have to
So
prophesize this
fucking
to you
good.
guys. Is that a reason enough to be like a retaliation from a husband?
bro.
I
I
think if I got
massage?
coming in grown man giving my wife a foot massage in my home, he might get thrown out a window.
I would.
It's a little
be,
crazy. I mean, that's an extreme jump, but like that's weird.
Yeah, I would definitely be pretty upset.
Okay,
Like,
that's fair.
if like they're just getting it from like some dude, yeah. If
Yeah.
they're going to like a massage parlor, it's like they're going to a massage parlor.
Yeah. Well, if I
you
walked
know?
in and Thomas is giving my wife a foot massage,
Yeah,
me
dude,
and Thomas
if
are having
my-
a
if my fucking-
conversation.
if like my
'cause what the
friend
fuck
was
is he
like
doing?
in there giving my
Yeah,
wife a foot massage,
what's
I'd
going
be
on
like,
there?
I know damn well you're not fucking
I
no
know you're
fucking
not touching
foot
her
masseuse.
feet.
You've never brought this shit
Yeah.
up before, so why the
Yeah.
fuck is this
Why
happening
ain't you
right
massaging
now?
my feet when I get
Yeah,
home?
dude,
Right,
exactly.
right. I'm like,
That would
okay,
literally
so
be a
let me
point.
get in line.
Yeah, I'd be like, all right, dude. All right, cool. I got off a fucking day of work.
Yeah,
My
I'm
fucking
next.
dogs are barking, bro.
Yep.
You better be fucking
they
down
a
on
little
those.
sweaty too, so you better
Exactly. Get
you
down
better
on
be
those
ready.
little piggies right now, or I'm about to fucking kick your ass and kick you out of the fucking house.
Yep.
Right, right, right.
Yeah.
But if
Thomas?
they were eating fucking pussy, then yeah, that's obviously murder, man.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay. Cold.
That's the 4-story window shit right there.
Cool.
Yeah,
Thomas, do
like-
you akin it to that? Like if you walk in
Uh,
and a man's giving your wife a foot massage, it feels like
It
cheating.
depends.
It feels like cheating.
it
It
feels-
really does feel
It's
like
not
cheating.
technically, but it
It's
feels
not
like it.
technically.
I
Like
think
I'd
it-
have to like probably have a conversation with my wife. Like I don't know how cool that was. I'm not. You didn't
There's-
cheat on me, but like that. This feels like damn near.
Yeah.
You know.
There's a conversation on both sides to have. I feel.
Yeah, there would be a conversation
Because
for both of them. Like
if
you'd
it
have to, you'd have
was-
to sit both of them down and be like, weird. This is weird.
Yeah.
Why are
If it
you guys
was-
doing it in the dark? And why wasn't I
Yeah,
invited?
exactly.
If it was like Corey or something, I think I'd have to really have a serious conversation with him and be like,
Yeah.
Why are you kissing her feet?
I don't know if I can
Yes.
talk to you for a while.
Yeah,
Because
like-
otherwise,
it's
it's gonna
weird.
be a
Yeah,
very
bro,
like
it's
we'll have an
strange.
issue.
It's strange.
It'd be fucked for a second.
And then
It's
yeah,
crazy
it'd
too,
be
because me
my
and her
wife
would be
having her.
fucking. So
Yeah,
it's, just-
right.
it's crazy that we'd
It's
even
like,
be.
I don't see why you keep coming over and giving her foot massages at like 2 in the morning, you know?
Yeah, it's,
and they're
it's
really
weird
loud
shit,
foot
bro.
massages.
It's
too.
weird shit, dude. I don't know. It's definitely crazy.
Oh, bro.
Wow.
I gotta fucking go back a bit because all right.
Catch up
so
with me. That's fine.
garçon means waiter was a very just a funny fucking line, especially because he's got his accent and shit, so it makes him seem like he's fucking European, so he should know what he's doing.
Garçon, coffee.
Garçon. He's like, that means garçon means waiter, and that was very funny. Fucking perfect intro. Honestly, it's great.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. Like, and just the way it ties into the very end of the movie too. Like,
Yep.
it's great. It really is just.
I mean, there's
What's
There's a reason
people
why.
love this movie. Yeah.
Yeah,
What-
there's
what-
a
there's
reason why.
what's a quarter pounder called in France, Phoenix?
Le Royale.
Le Royale.
Le Royale, because they don't
Le
have the metric
Royale
system.
with cheese.
Yeah, Le Royale with cheese.
Oh,
and
cheese.
fucking.
Is that true?
Fries with mayonnaise.
No, it's just a.
No.
I think it's just a Royale.
Not at all true.
It's a Royale with cheese, and a Big Mac is called Le Big Mac.
Yeah.
That's what they say.
It's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
not true at all.
Fucking.
That is our French
It's
man.
absolutely
from,
just wrong. I'm
across
not
us.
French.
It's so
I'm
funny.
just not
bro.
French.
I
Yeah, but
fucking- I
you're the
love that
one that's
shit.
been
I've
to
been to
France,
France, and I
so-
did eat at a
Royale with
McDonald's
cheese.
underneath the Louvre.
Man,
So there you
fucking,
go.
they better start calling it that shit for how fucking expensive it is now, man.
It should be called the
Like,
way.
should be
It's like
called
a
that shit.
$10 sandwich, bro.
I know,
It's crazy.
bro. Like they better be actually dropping those prices now.
Okay, we're not talking about that.
Okay.
All right.
Yep.
Black Eyed Peas ruined this for me. You know what part I'm talking about?
No.
One more time. Is that part?
What? That's not
What?
a Black Eyed Peas
Is that
song.
That's not even Black
That's not
Eyed.
a Black Eyed Peas song. Is
No.
that why you like that song?
But there's
That's weird. Conflicting.
That is fucking.
That's
there's a
crazy.
Black Eyed Peas version. By the way.
Crazy thing to
Okay,
say.
okay.
But no, that's not what I thought you were
No,
talking about. Sorry,
It's
go ahead.
fucking ba-na-na-na-na-na-na, louder, louder, da-na-na-na, da-da-da-da-da-da.
The song for the opening credits?
Yeah, that's a Black Eyed Peas song.
Oh,
I've
yes,
only
yes, yes,
heard-
that's what I was thinking of.
Louder.
I've
That's what I
only
was thinking
ever,
of.
I've
Yeah,
only
yeah,
ever
yeah.
heard the version that we just listened
Really,
to.
dude?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
didn't
the
know
Black Eyed Peas
had
version was
one.
like really popular, and
That's
like
weird. Yeah, no. I've only ever heard
Yeah,
that one.
man.
That's the only one that I know.
Oh,
That's
no.
insane.
Black Eyed Peas version absolutely is more
Huh.
popular. I
and
think.
it's
but, like,
it is really good too. Honestly,
it is a
You-
good version, but like,
Yeah.
yes, the
Well, I
original
mean, they have a
is
song where
definitely
they
different.
say,
Yeah.
"Let's get R word." So, like, I
They
don't know if we
do-
should
they
really
do-
be
they do-
glorifying the Black Eyed Peas. I mean, personally,
They were
it's weird that
good.
you guys are okay with that.
I was
I just personally had
they said
probably
the
wanna
R
be
word, and I
part
was
of
like,
that.
you know what? Maybe Black Eyed Peas are good. Actually, that's what I was thinking.
Maybe they're
You
better
know?
now.
Oh,
But
well.
they did have to disband for a reason. So
Yeah, that lady pissed on stage.
Uh,
It's neither here nor there. It's neither here nor there. You got another to catch up to.
I did write switching music foreshadows the different storylines, but I'm not sure about that line anymore because
I don't know about that
It
either.
does that song and then it does the like funk song right after it while it's still doing the opening
I
credit.
think it's
roll.
just good music that was
I think
probably
it's-
added
yeah.
I think
in
it's just good music.
post
Yeah.
for the most part.
Yeah,
The
I'd agree with
music-
good
Aside
music.
from when they're dancing.
Yeah, and I've got notes about the music. Weinstein and Tarantino.
Okay.
Quarter pounder with cheese in France is Royale with cheese.
Yep.
Yeah, now we're back to the pussy eating stuff. Jackson and Travolta's dialogue is crisp and natural.
Yeah.
It's
Like,
amazing.
It flows fantastically. Like it happens like they're able to keep moving the scene with them while the dialogue happens.
Yeah.
Like
I feel like this is a case of like where you give an actor the prompt of, "Hey, I need you to talk about this, and I need you to build to this scene,
yeah,
to this part of dialogue. Yeah, whatever you say in between there is fine. You just have to
Yeah.
get there."
it's done so
And I
fucking
think
well.
I think that's a case of that.
It's really amazing. This movie's no
And the
matter
f-
who it is, like the conversations happening are all great.
Yeah, it's
Like, I
got
feel
that.
like
It's got that
actual
Iron Man
partners, too.
thing.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
did.
Yeah.
Like it's fucking fantastic. Scenes breathe and it is fantastic.
Yeah.
Like
Agreed.
they let scenes go and they don't stop them. They don't feel too long, they don't feel too short. Like it's pretty fucking perfect, honestly. Foot massage equals pussy eating. We already went over that.
Yep.
Yeah.
This is Thomas and Corey.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So
This is literally both of you guys.
I'm
Like,
not
we figured
mad.
this was
I'm not
coming
mad
up.
about being Travolta.
it's honestly
why'd you assume you were the white guy? No, I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking. I know which one I am. And you know what? It's okay.
Gotta say,
you'll see my notes later.
I think
yeah,
you
it's
kind
okay.
of match Samuel L. Jackson
Look,
anyways.
I'm
and his
fucking proud of it.
actions.
I'm proud of
And
it.
that's fine.
It's awesome.
Like that's not an offense. That's a compliment.
It's
Maybe.
awesome. It's a great movie. And yeah, we are unfortunately them.
You are.
Well,
I
not
mean,
criminals.
honestly, I wouldn't say
It is.
unfortunately.
We're not
Yeah, you know,
criminals.
it's okay.
They're
I mean,
like-
well, yeah, we're not criminals. If we were criminals, that's how we'd probably
yeah,
end
if
up.
we
You
were,
guys
if we
are
were
that's
criminals
close to
in
what
that
we'd
time
be.
period, absolutely.
That's probably
you are
about what
both
we
bad
are.
motherfuckers. So like,
That's about what we are, and that's fine.
let me see. Burger of Authority. I wrote that because he just like. Let me see. What is that burger? Where'd you get
Where'd you
this?
get that from,
Where'd you
man?
get that from?
Oh, I've not tried that. Oh, can I have a
Can I have a
piece?
bite? Can I have a bite?
Do you mind if I use yours?
It's terrifying.
Yeah,
man.
exactly, bro.
Oh, what
It's
you got in here?
fucking-
Sprite? Oh,
Yes.
I'm a little parched from that burger.
Okay,
Can I have
you'll
some of that?
actually you'll like this. Sprite confirms Thomas is black.
Please explain.
So Thomas likes Sprite.
Yes.
Samuel L. Jackson
Drink Sprite.
Likes-
drinks
Sprite.
Sprite. He likes the Sprite.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Do you know?
Thomas is Samuel L.
Yes.
Jackson.
Say it. Say it.
Say it.
Did you know
Say it.
that also Corey likes Sprite?
Say it. I do like Sprite.
Ooh, okay. But
So does that prove more on my side?
I don't know, man.
Or is that more against him now?
I mean,
look,
you
I'm
both could be
I'm a
half.
fat ass. I don't really dislike any soda. If we're being really honest with ourselves, I don't think there's ever been a soda that I'm like, ugh. Like I'll drink it. Like a Mountain Dew.
yeah.
If there's nothing else in the world, I'll drink a Mountain Dew. I'm not
Right.
happy about it, and I'll probably choose like the purple one that tastes like wine. But other than that,
Yeah,
I don't like Mountain Dew. That's like the worst.
it is. It's fucking brutal.
it's wild, dude. It's
crazy.
fucking wild.
Tastes like Hulk piss.
Yeah, Thomas is black. That's all I wanted to say.
Yeah, it's cold. I'd also like to talk about their conversations. They're arguing that they get into
Dude.
later in the movie. It's just it is me and
Yes.
Thomas coded.
It is.
It's all from a place of love, and at the end, you know, they
Like,
have their moment where
it's-
they're like, "All right, let's do our thing,
it's
get the fuck
amazing.
out." I'm like,
I-
"Yeah."
It really came up
It's
when they were
perfect.
cleaning the car. Because
Yeah.
the guy was up there
Yes.
cleaning like the windows and stuff.
Yeah, when I was
and the guy
watching
was
it,
in
I
the
was like,
back
yeah.
and picking the brains.
Yeah.
He's like, "Why the fuck am I back here picking the
Yeah,
brains? Get your
exactly,
ass
dude.
back here. Let's switch spots."
You're the one
Like,
that fucking did this.
Yeah.
You should.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah,
It's
it's
fucking
awesome.
so
And that's
many
how it
good
would have gone down
conversations.
Yeah.
too. I
Yeah.
would have been the guy who accidentally shot the guy in the back
Yep.
car,
Yep.
and then absolutely.
And I would have
Every
chewed you
time.
out for using a white towel to clean your hands.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Oh man, it's
I love
good.
it.
It makes me happy. Watching this movie with you guys made me very happy.
Your cat wants to be a part of the podcast. It seems
I mean, we do need a Sable mic eventually.
we
but
do. Eventually.
Once we
Maybe.
get the budget.
It's so crazy.
Fair.
Yeah.
Totally fair.
You don't want to start that battle with me. I promise you don't want to start that battle with me.
We'll go back to Mad Max.
Because I know it's a joke, and I'll lean into it, and I promise you, I will say other shit.
We don't want it.
You don't want to do that. You don't want to do that with me.
We'll go back to Mad Max. That's all I'm saying.
We had to.
You know how I get.
I did a fucking episode with Dylan, a fucking off topic, and he like sprung it up on me.
You don't
He
even
sprung
think
it on me. He was like, "We're doing Elden Ring Smasher Pass."
That's
and then,
awesome.
And then Dylan thought, you know what? I'm gonna be an incel this entire episode, and I was like,
That's awesome.
and then we did a two-parter, so it was fucking
That's
two parts
awesome.
of that. And then after it, Dylan was like, you know what? Maybe being an incel the entire time doesn't look the best for our second episode. And I
That's
was
fucking
like,
awesome.
yep, it was.
That's good.
It's amazing. You
That's-
guys,
that's
it's
release
gonna
worthy.
come out. We have another episode we recorded after because Dylan was like, we have to like bridge the gap. We can't just go straight into I'm a fucking incel.
I don't know. The first episode's jokey enough that's perfect.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
awesome.
Fuck, it's gonna be good. I'm excited for it. But
That's friend of the
Zach?
show, Dylan, for the Off Topic podcast.
Yeah.
Yep.
You guys should go check it out.
go check out Off Topic Podcast and also English, motherfucker. Do you speak it?
Yep. Iconic.
Iconic.
line.
Super iconic.
Just there's so many like that entire fucking him repeating what is it like Ezekiel like 25:6 or something like that.
Well, he says that and then shoots him, and then he's kind of in shock.
Yeah.
And then he asks
He
him.
shoots the guy on the couch.
He asks him where's the. Well, no, he almost shoots the guy on the couch. He actually
I think
just
he
barely
does.
misses.
That's when he shoots the guy on the
Does he
couch.
miss?
Then he goes and interrogates the guy in the chair, holding the gun to him.
But when he
And then
does
he's like, he
Ezekiel,
keeps saying what.
no, when he does Ezekiel, he shoots him in the arm.
Yeah. That's after the
Okay.
English
Yeah, he
motherfucker.
shoots him
Do you
in the
speak it?
arm, and
But
he
that's
puts
because
his
he
gun
kept
away.
saying what? Because he was
Yeah,
asking
yeah.
for where the briefcase was. He's like,
Yeah.
what?
Yep.
Yeah.
What?
He said, describe him.
Just-
What?
Describe him. Say what one more time, motherfucker. Oh,
Dude, fucking amazing.
I like how angry he gets for no reason. It's
yes,
incredible.
it is. It is. Samuel L.
awesome.
Jackson is. This is like peak Samuel L. Jackson.
Yeah.
Like
This is
it's-
definitely. I don't know if this is his make it role that got him big, but this definitely would be.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if he was
'cause
anything
it's-
before this that was big.
I'm not really
But
sure.
this
I
was
do know
awesome.
after this, like Tarantino put him in like almost all of his fucking movies.
I believe
was about
that.
to say,
And he's in Star
I
Wars.
know he's in Django
He's
Unchained.
in Django Unchained.
Star
he's
Wars.
in Hateful Eight.
Star Wars.
Man, I'll have to watch
Star
Jackie
Wars is
Brown
not a
again.
Tarantino movie. We're
It could be.
naming Tarantino movies.
It could be.
Lord of the Rings.
Do it again.
It could be.
Do it again.
It could be. Everybody stopped watching. If they made it this far, they're done.
Mark it,
Well,
Thomas.
We're
If they made it this far, they're done. If they made it this far, they're finished.
really far in this episode.
They're gone.
Oh fuck. Okay.
They're
okay, okay.
gone.
Back to it. Bruce Willis freeze frame.
Hold on.
Yes.
Thomas, do you have to lead it up to that?
Freeze frame, Bruce Willis.
It's
What the fuck
right
is that?
after everything.
Right after all that,
Right after the Samuel L. and John Travolta scene. Yeah.
I don't think I have
It's
anything.
when he's sitting there talking
don't have
to.
anything.
It's
I
just
don't-
like
Marcellus,
it's
right?
It's just Bruce Willis sitting there, just like
He's listening to Marcellus
not
talking
saying
to him.
no,
anything.
I
Yeah,
don't
just
have any.
listening.
I don't have anything until the Vincent actually goes to get the wife.
okay.
Okay.
That's my
okay,
next
yeah,
one.
I've got a few. Yeah, Bruce Willis freeze frame. I
Yep.
just thought it was funny that He's just sitting there, just like
He's listening.
listening to it,
Yep.
and it's funny, like seeing him listen to it, be like, yeah,
Yeah.
and then you see where the movie goes, and I think that makes this scene even better because
Yeah.
you're just watching him listen. It's like
He's lying by standing there.
he's just literally lying just by sitting there. He
Yeah.
doesn't have to say anything.
Which you don't
and
actually
he's
know at
full
the
of shit.
time.
You don't
But
know.
like,
You
But,
don't.
It
but
makes
after
so much
the end
more
of the movie, you're
sense.
like, that makes sense why he was sitting there like
He's
a
just
weirdo.
like, yep.
'cause
Yeah.
He's just he's trying his
Exactly.
best
Got
not
you.
to show, not to give away his stuff.
Yep, exactly, man. Like it's honestly, it's fucking pure cinema.
Yeah.
Pulls out heroin kit so I can shoot up here, right? Just fucking
Yeah.
dude had his entire fucking kit with him.
He's ready to
just
go.
like I can just fucking sit here and just do this, right? And
Yep.
It's just like drug dealer's like, yeah, man, sure. It's insane, man. You're just watching Vincent be zonked out for like basically 30 minutes after that point. Meme Travolta.
oh, where he
fucking-
like walks in
Yeah.
the house, he's just like,
Yeah,
has
this
his
is right
arms
when he
out, looking
goes to
around.
meet
It is
I
the
love how like
wife.
stunned and shocked he is. He's like, what? Where is
Dude.
she? Where's she talking to
Yeah,
me
exactly.
from?
I mean, he
dude.
would be.
What?
They didn't have shit
What
like
is
this
going on?
commonly.
It's like he's both
And he's
high
also high as
and
fuck.
also it would just be confusing. So it's just extra, just him like,
He's just like, what the
am I just
fuck?
fucked right now?
Yeah.
Or like, is this like actually happening? What the fuck? Where are you?
I love
It's-
it. It is.
It's so
weird.
funny. It is, man. Just the goddamn intercom through the house is insane.
Yeah.
It's like insane people shit.
And we only ever see that section of the house too. But she's just in another part of it in an office with a bunch of cameras just watching.
Yes, dude.
Yeah.
It's wild. It's wild. But it is Marcellus Wallace's wife, so
Yep.
it does make sense. Soundtrack's amazing.
Yep.
Like
Great.
through the entire fucking movie, it's just
Absolutely.
amazing.
Consistent. Yep.
Heroin snort foreshadowing. Whenever she's doing the cocaine, like I feel like that was semi foreshadowing, like, oh, she's snorting
she-
white. You see
yeah.
she does that. Like John Travolta's shit is white. It's white heroin. And you know,
Wait, does she snort heroin? Is that why she ODs?
that's why,
Yes.
because she gets it from his pocket.
Because if you remember
Oh, I
correctly, he
completely
didn't
asked,
notice
can I
that.
shoot up here? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, well, I know he bought some, but I never realized that that's what she took. I thought she just generally OD'd.
that was
I
his
didn't know she
jacket.
snorted
Yeah, she
heroin.
OD'd off the fucking
Yeah.
heroin, dude. Yeah, that's why it was
Which probably
so
didn't
fucked
OD.
for
She
her.
just snorted heroin, which really fucked it.
She snorted heroin. Well, it's just like fucking, because she was doing lines of coke. You can snort way more coke than you can like
Yeah.
do any heroin. Like
Yeah.
fucking, she was doing a line of heroin, and that's like, and the stuff that John Travolta got, like I think the dude was like, yeah, this
It
is
was
like my
good shit.
special
Yeah.
stash, man. This is my special stash, like White Rhino Killer or some shit like that, man.
Yeah.
Like, it was fucked, dude. But that definitely, I feel like that was some foreshadowing.
Yep.
Feet, all caps,
Yep. I also
Everywhere.
got that over here.
Abundant throughout this film.
abundant.
It was kind of odd though how they transitioned out of the house with her feet. It's just her feet,
Yeah.
and it literally just follows her feet for like a couple steps, and she's like, "Are you ready to go?" And then just jumps away.
Yeah, and then
Yeah,
I have a
dude.
note on that. Every time it's a naked foot, it's a woman's foot. Because there we still do see John Travolta's feet, but he's wearing socks.
Yeah.
Everybody has his foot. Whenever we see them actually out of like things, it's a naked foot, and it's
Mhm.
only for the women. He's a weirdo.
Interesting.
He's a
dude.
weirdo.
Interesting.
I think he's a
He
freak.
does. He does.
I mean, he might have a fetish for feet, but also he's probably a little bit of a weirdo.
yeah, probably a bit of a freak, I'd say.
I
Yeah.
think he's a freak.
We haven't even, man. Have you guys
Freak,
seen?
freak sounds more harsh to me than weirdo.
Have you guys seen?
Well, you know, I
You'd
think
be like,
I
he
think
a freaky link.
I,
He a freaky link?
I was trying to get away from like the creep part because I don't think he's necessarily like.
He might not be a creep.
I don't think he's a creep.
He might not be a
He's
Michael
freak.
Bay.
He's a freak.
He's a freak, dude.
But he's. I don't think he's a
He's a
creep.
little bit of a weirdo.
Yeah,
But he's
he's
a
a
freak.
little bit weird for sure.
That's
Like-
the difference that I was trying to differentiate. No, he's definitely weird by far, as we can talk about later on with when he's actually in the movie. But
Yeah, dude. That's such a funny.
besides
scene.
the point.
Yeah. But I was gonna say, have you guys seen From Dusk Till Dawn?
No.
Fuck if I remember.
Ooh, now
I don't know if I
that-
remember by name. I probably have by seeing it.
That is a movie. We're gonna have to watch that sometimes because that one you see Quentin Tarantino you see him fucking really. Yeah, I'm not gonna bring anything up, but we'll watch that eventually and you'll see.
Okay.
Uma is hot.
In this movie, it's fucking
It's
astonishing.
fucking. She's
It's
beautiful.
incredible.
I really haven't ever like been super into her in this movie. But,
Me
like,
neither.
I don't know what it was about watching it this time.
She
It,
is.
it was
She's just-
today where I was like, God damn.
Yeah,
She is, and so is the.
Bruce
Yeah.
Willis's wife.
Yep.
Yeah,
she's so.
she's
fucking-
all right.
God, she's so cute.
Uma Thurman
I
though
love
is
her.
fucking super attractive in this movie, which is weird because I saw this movie. It feels like it's maybe been like 5 years since I watched it for the first time,
Yeah,
and I wasn't attracted to her at all. Upon watching it in my 23-year-old body, I'm like, God damn,
bro. I don't know what
it's
it is.
incredible. I don't
Yeah.
understand what the fuck was going
She's
on.
fucking beautiful, dude.
Like,
Absolutely.
congratulations,
God damn, yeah.
congrats to her.
Let me see. When $5 shakes were expensive, just man,
This is a $5 shake in the '90s too,
Yeah.
which is like crazy.
Which would be expensive in the 90s.
in the '90s,
It
yeah.
would
But
be.
it's just
It'd be-
it's
it'd be
crazy that
astronomical.
like now if you get a shake like that, that would be expensive. It'd be like
It'd be
12.
small. It'd be small for
It'd be a
$5
small.
if you're
For
lucky.
$5, if
Yeah.
you're lucky, it's a small.
Yep.
Like at an actual restaurant.
And
you'd
then
be
he got
lucky to
a
give 'em
decently
$5.
sized shake
Yeah,
in a
Yeah.
glass.
in the glass thing.
Yeah,
Yep.
with a cherry and whipped cream on top. Whipped cream would be extra nowadays.
It was
Yeah.
kind of also cool. It was a cool scene because they were like, "Oh, what's your reservation?" And then she was like, "Oh, we're in the cars," and like that didn't make sense right away. And then she like walked around and there's like a stage in the middle, and
Dude,
there's
yeah.
like cars that have booths in them.
yeah.
It was
And
so
The
fucking
coolest
cool.
part about that too was like they're actually like
In the car.
cars
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude.
because like when they got into it,
They'd
you
open
could
up the
see
door.
the suspension rock.
Yeah. They had to open up the door too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was so cool. Like, I would love to go to this place.
Yeah.
I don't know if
Do you
it's
think it's a real place? I
Dude,
feel
I
like
feel like there's got to be a
it
place
could
at
have been.
least
I'd
like
be
it.
shocked
I don't
if
think
it's
it's
open.
I don't think
Yeah.
it's open.
But if it
anymore.
was, if it
man.
was real, that
I
would have been
would
awesome.
love to fucking go to a place like this. It looks
But it's
so
also
much
just,
Red-
fun.
it's also
it
just
Red
a cool
Rocket?
concept.
There's places in LA that are close to this.
It's a cool concept.
Yeah.
Nevertheless.
We could probably find something like that.
Yeah.
You have any more notes, Thomas, up to this point?
I have the square Jake, or square joke. My bad.
That shit was funny, dude.
You're right.
Like,
Where-
Where they
where
pull
she's
up,
like,
yeah.
yeah,
Don't be a, and then she just draws out.
She draws out a
Yes,
square and it
it
like
does-
traces
and it,
it
like,
out
traces
for
it
it.
out,
And it
yeah.
does like a little effect.
it was
Yeah.
great.
Incredible.
Like,
She doesn't actually say the word, she just draws it
I
out.
know. It's so funny.
awesome.
Like all the different like little effects and stuff, or when they'll put text on screen like randomly. Like it's so weird because
It's
it
almost
doesn't feel
shocking.
out of place.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
feels like it works and it just enhances the movie. And it's insane how like they make so little go so far in this film.
It's
Yeah.
phenomenal. Yeah.
It's crazy. It's fucking crazy.
My next
let me
notes are on
s-
the corporal or the captain that comes and
Oh,
talks
yeah.
to young Bruce Willis.
Okay, I got you. I've got a few till then. Fox Force 5. I just
Yep.
thought that
Yep.
was interesting.
That was funny.
It reminded me a lot of Kill Bill and like all the different
Yeah, that's
women.
probably
Yeah.
what it's a reference
I know.
to.
I
Yeah.
definitely I would like to watch Kill Bill again. That would be fun to do.
That was the third movie, by the way.
Uh-huh.
That was the third movie option. It was either
Oh
this
shit, Kill
movie-
Bill 1?
It was either this movie, Kill Bill, or it was Django Unchained.
Fuck yes. Dude, you got to put Inglorious Bastards on there too.
I know. Actually, that is another Quentin Tarantino movie I've seen.
Yep. Oh shit. Oh
Yeah.
fuck,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah.
So
That's a
good.
really good one.
I love Inglorious
a really,
Bastards.
really good
That
one.
might be my favorite one.
Forgot about that.
Fox Force 5 Drool when she's fucking she's eating
Yes,
the cherry.
dude. She's
me
like
and-
she keeps putting the cherry in her mouth
Yeah.
and then pulling it out to talk instead of
Yes,
actually eating
exactly.
it. And there's a part where she pulls it from her lips and it just
I know. It was like
spit
right at
follows
that
her.
scene. Me and Corey were both talking about it too. We're like, man, she's so hot.
Yeah,
then
but
all of
she
a
does
sudden
that.
It's like,
Like,
drool
okay.
is- oh, it was,
yeah,
it was so.
she is
fucking
very
funny,
hot in
dude.
this movie. It's incredible.
She is, dude.
And then right after that, Phoenix proceeded to ask me several times, "Is that Richard Nixon? Is that Nixon? Is that Nixon?"
He yelled at Thomas on the floor if that was Richard Nixon because
I
Thomas
did.
didn't move or answer or respond.
Thomas looked
Phoenix at one point like
I was
physically
focused on
moved
the
his
movie.
body up
Oh,
to
it's
Thomas,
good.
and Thomas just did not move or acknowledge him.
You just didn't move. I didn't hear you or see you move, so I was like, Thomas, are you fucking asleep? So
Yeah, so
fucking-
Thomas, now's the time to come clean. Were you asleep?
I wasn't.
Because you look like you were asleep.
I legitimately was not asleep.
Okay.
I legitimately remember the cherry scene, everything.
Yeah, you've had everything like on lock, so I believe you were awake. I believe you were
I
awake.
was
I
awake
just,
the entire
I did, I
time.
did think you were asleep.
They had
That's why I
Marilyn
started
Manson.
yelling.
They had the other chick that was on the other side that I
Yep.
don't remember her name, and then
I don't either.
he made a reference to another person.
Mhm.
He was like,
Billy Bob.
"Oh,
Yeah, they had
they
Buddy
must be
Holly.
they must be on break
Elvis
or
was
whatever."
up there,
They
which
must
was
not be
played
on
by
break.
that-
Steve
Uh,
Buscemi.
yeah,
Steve
Steve
Buscemi
Buscemi.
was Buddy Holly.
who just looked like he wasn't even Steve Buscemi.
Yeah, dude, it was insane. Like young Steve Buscemi, it's fucking
He wouldn't have
crazy.
been that young. This is the 90s. I don't know why he looked so weird.
Dude, yeah, I
Maybe
don't know,
they had
man.
like in prosthetics on him or some shit.
Maybe. Like
Maybe
I
we're
don't
just
know.
wrong. Yeah, Amazon told us it was Steve Buscemi, but that's just it's insane because that
Yeah,
did
dude.
not look like him at all.
It's so crazy.
Incredible.
Everywhere's a smoking zone. They
Yep.
just
Yeah.
like
I
just back
mean,
then you could just smoke.
I
Like,
think the
fucking
restaurant's
wherever.
supposed to resemble like the 50s,
Uh-huh.
but even outside of the restaurant, they
Well, I think,
smoke
like,
basically
I
everywhere.
think the 90s are just
which
like,
is also the
they
90s,
still
Yeah,
had
it
and they
smoking
also still
zones.
smoke a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was the
'Cause they didn't
90s.
take smoking off of airplanes until the early 2000s after 9/11.
Yeah, it's like it's
Yeah, because
crazy.
those cigarettes notoriously caused the bombs to go off.
Well,
Yeah, exactly.
in
We
the planes,
know that
which
the
they made the
terrorists
planes
were
crash.
smoking Marlboro Reds as they flew into the towers.
Yeah, and the Camelbacks.
many things wrong.
Yeah, and the
Ma-
Camelbacks.
many things they
And
changed
Swishers.
from.
They were
Yep.
smoking Swishers.
And
That.
Ted Bundy was
They were
smoking
smoking
cigarettes
Swishers,
for every
too.
murder. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you can't
And
take
Swishers.
actual size shampoo or conditioner because obviously that's a threat.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, yeah, you can sneak a bomb inside your shampoo.
Yeah, you could have a shampoo bomb.
Yeah. You never had a shampoo bomb?
Never-
Eventually, the bombs are gonna get small enough to where you could keep them in a watch.
oh,
They're
yeah,
probably already
dude.
there.
They probably
They
are.
definitely
dude.
are already
But
there.
you can't blow up a plane with them.
Not yet. Not until we
I'd be
make
so-
it.
You
I'd
can
be-
blow up
I'd
on a
be-
lock, but you can't
You
down the plane.
Eventually, we'll have a watch that can
Uh-huh.
like split the atom inside the watch.
Awesome.
A
and we
nuclear
we
watch.
get one
A
nuclear
nuclear
punch.
watch.
Everyone gets one nuclear
Dude,
punch.
a
So then
nuclear-
everyone's just
Oh my god, yeah.
You're like, fuck
So
with me, and
when-
I'll punch you, and boom.
Dude, that's
I'll
how-
kill everybody
I
in
dare,
here.
I dare you to make me fucking crash out.
Yeah.
I'll take out right
I'll
fucking
take,
now.
I'll take out the entire fucking
Right
block,
now.
bro. I don't give a fuck.
I'll turn this fucking into a wasteland for your generations. Don't fuck with me.
Yeah.
Fuck with me, dude. That would be. That's what's gonna bring Apple back. You know,
A
Apple's kind of
nuclear
on.
punch.
Yeah, nuclear
Nuclear
punch.
punch.
That's gonna be. Everyone's gonna be like, holy shit. Android doesn't have that.
Yeah, Android did have the nuclear
They
punch.
they put it in like a ring.
Yes, dude.
So like
dude, Apple
as soon
Ring-
as like the ring makes contact with another human being, it's like
Yep.
split the atom.
Yep. That would be. That's gonna be badass.
Or didn't it's disintegrate ring?
Disintegration ring.
Yeah.
Awesome.
They talk a lot. That was fucking one. Uma Thurman was saying something.
Is it after Fox Force 5 or
Oh,
when they
were
got up
talking
and danced?
about
How to make
the whole-
conversation.
Yeah.
Well, how to make conversation, and then they also talked about the whole feet thing,
Mm-hmm.
about the foot massage,
Yes, yeah.
and if it was
Yes.
about
Yeah,
that
that's
or not.
what that was in.
Yep.
Because like,
If it
she was
really
like, you
happened.
guys, you little fucking scamsters talk a lot to each
Yeah,
other.
you're worse than a sewing circle.
Yeah, exactly. You're worse than a sewing circle. That's such a fucking. That's such just
It's a
a
burn.
evergreen line. You can just use that whenever.
Yep.
That's like
Yeah.
classic, man. And there's so many of those that just like from this movie you can just say whenever. Like I feel for hundreds of years to come. It's
Oh, yeah.
insane. Drugs make you good at dancing. They were both on drugs.
They
You're
were-
right, they were
types of
both
drugs.
They're
on
both
drugs.
on drugs. I feel like if I was there and I
Women
looked up
fucking
there,
cooked.
I'd be like, both those people are fucking cooked.
Yep.
I'll say
But
that.
they-
I'd say
I feel
Travolta
like-
looked fucking cooked.
They look
way
good.
they-
They were dancing. Did you see Travolta's feet though? Like he was like on his
Well,
toes.
He was-
Travolta's
well, I mean,
a
he's in
natural
Grease.
dancer, right?
dude. Exactly.
He probably had some grease in the fucking joints, and he was grease.
Did they win the trophy?
But
I've never saw it.
yes, they did. They brought it home with them.
Yep.
Did they bring it home with them?
Yes.
Yep. I was pretty sure they did. So I was like, yeah, drugs make you good at
And
dancing.
then she fucked herself with it in front of John Travolta, and that's how the movie
Yeah,
ends.
she did.
That's
and
how the
then
movie
she's
ends.
like, I'm not gonna tell Marcellus about this.
I'm
so
gonna
you don't get
snort
thrown out the window."
heroin.
Yeah, that's how the movie ends.
Yep.
Yep.
Fucking everything feels so natural, flows so smoothly. Perfect example of music elevating a movie. Like this is like from like we talked about Inside Out too, and how the music kind of like
Was
felt a bit-
constant.
yeah, and also
And
like
also not
Quiet Place
great.
Day One too. Like both those movies, just music. Well, they
It's
weren't
poorly
used. Great.
used,
Yeah,
yeah.
very poorly used. This movie, it feels so natural for it. It feels like it elevates the scenes and like it just fits so
Yeah.
fucking well with every
We
scene.
got two good examples of that because Deadpool did it too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Deadpool did. Yeah, Deadpool was.
So did
And it's all
Longlegs.
about. I think it's all about
Yep.
timing
Yeah,
because
About timing and the
With-
type of music you're playing too.
Exactly.
And how
you
loud
can't do
it
the
is.
Suicide Squad thing where you just play whatever comes to mind when you
Yeah,
think
Yeah.
of a
exactly,
fucking song.
yeah.
You got to do something better.
Yep.
Yeah.
You gotta really put thought into it.
Yeah.
Any other notes, Phoenix?
Thomas would have snorted the heroin.
Okay. Okay. I don't.
Okay.
I don't know what to do with that.
I wrote
Good on
this
you.
because when John Travolta's going to pick up the heroin, I said, Thomas, what drug is that? And Thomas said cocaine. And
If I am going to pick up the drug,
That's crazy.
I know what the drug is.
That's
Phoenix.
crazy.
I know,
That's
but if
crazy.
you were Uma Thurman,
He
and
didn't
you
test
thought
it.
was
Yeah, he
cocaine-
didn't test it. You didn't test it, so you snorted heroin.
Well, oh well.
Sometimes you
Well,
snort
that's
some
fine.
heroin, man. We all do
And
it.
you're
You
hot
live and
Uma
learn. You live
Thurman.
and learn.
You live and you learn. I mean, she lived
Yeah.
After she died, but
after she died, but she
She
lived.
lived.
She got close. She didn't die. She got close.
Oh,
'Cause then
fuck.
sure she was
they
dead.
would have had to pump her, restart her heart.
Mm-hmm.
That's not how the adrenaline shots work. They make the heart beat faster. They don't immediately make the heart start beating. They'd have to get the heart beating before they gave her the adrenaline shot.
I mean, yeah, but like
Her heart rate was slowing
her
because she
heart
was
rate
dying.
definitely slowing.
Yeah,
Oh,
'cause
yeah.
she was dying.
She was
Slowing
fucked.
as shit.
But if she was dead, she would have been dead. And with just adrenaline.
So insane how they did so much with so little, effects wise. Like,
Oh yeah.
it's
I
insane.
mean, the smoke is wild.
I have one effect that I don't like,
Oh yeah,
and it's I think later on
Prosthetic
in the movie
boobs.
when
that would be
let's-
You remember the prosthetic boobs?
No, I'm not talking about that. That was a
Oh.
fine effect. That was okay for me.
Okay.
The effect that I'm talking about is when they're in the car
Mhm.
and they're driving along and there's
Yep.
a black and white background.
Yes,
that's
yeah,
like
that was weird.
Clearly them not moving.
Yeah, I mentioned it immediately because I was like, this is really jarring.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm wondering why.
'Cause nothing else
I think it
ever
has to
looks
be a
like that when
director
they're
kind of thing.
driving.
There has to be some sort of reason
If
for it.
some
Yeah,
stylized,
director
maybe
reason.
it's because it's like it's supposed to be like old. It feels almost like a noir film when
Yeah,
he gets
that's
into
what
that
I'm
car
thinking.
with the French or whatever she is lady,
Yeah,
the Spanish lady that he gets in the car with. It has like a noir type
It
film feeling
does.
to it, and the
It's-
way
it's really
and also with the
interesting.
way the coloring of it looks like he's got the orange light on him, she's got the white light on
Yep.
her when they're in the car, and it looks because at points where he's handing the cigarettes back, it's like I was almost wondering if they were filmed in separate rooms.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking it's supposed to be a noir homage. That's what I'm assuming. That's probably what that
thinking, man.
is.
Like, it's really interesting.
Because it is filmed
It-
strangely.
It just seems very like they filmed it very old classic type. Because
Yep.
there's even like besides the background in that scene alone, I felt like there was weird shading on his head when he was leaning back.
Yeah,
Like,
so
I
that's
think the
what I'm talking about the noir
Yeah,
lighting.
the lighting,
Yeah.
the lighting
That's
was
what
really
that's supposed to
interesting.
be like.
Yeah.
Is what I'm assuming that's supposed to be like.
Yeah, and it could be. I don't know. It's really interesting. I don't
Yeah.
think it detracts from the movie for me, but
No.
it is a weird. It's weird. It's
It
definitely
it
a
is
weird
definitely
thing.
weird. It's like this movie. I like to describe it as like a series of vignettes.
Yeah.
Like I know a lot of this is connected, but they all feel separate in their own way.
Yeah.
Like when he gets in the car, like that's not something you need to show me to connect anything. But that was so stylized and filmed in its own way that it's like this
Yeah,
is
exactly.
this could be something completely separate, and I would still get the gist of the scene. Like he's talking about, oh, you just killed a man. How do you feel about that? And things like
Yeah,
that.
exactly. Like it
It's
really
pretty
lets
good.
us know the character, and this like she's just a one-shot character. She's just there for that one scene.
Yeah, and then she's
But
gone.
like she's still treated with respect, like she should be through the entire movie because of
Yeah.
how much it like shows of her.
She's
we learned her first and last
Portuguese.
name.
No, she's not. That
No,
woman
she's
was
not.
Spanish.
That woman is Spanish. The Portuguese woman is Butch's wife,
Which is wife. Okay.
Yeah,
who might actually just be a prostitute that he hired, even though he has a picture of her.
I don't think
He
it's
calls
a
her a
prostitute.
wh't at one point, and she acts weird.
I think it's just.
And
because he's
isn't he
pissed.
teaching her
I think he's
Spanish
just
at one
pissed.
point?
But
Huh?
like when she goes back, so
I said she was Vietnamese.
No, but isn't he teaching her Spanish when he gets out the shower? Or
Yeah.
is she teaching him?
Yes,
Yeah,
but that's
he
because
is.
that's because I think he was planning on like going to like
Yeah, I think
Mexico.
they're going
But-
to
Oh, okay.
somewhere like
I
that.
think she's not a prostitute, and here's my theory why.
Well, they had an apartment together.
They had an apartment
They
together,
did have
and
an
when
apartment
when he goes back, when he gets his watch, right next to the watch is a photo of her.
Yeah, I saw that
Yeah.
too, which then made me think, okay, well, maybe they were a couple. But also at the same time, she didn't know that the watch was important to him. And I'm just saying, if we're getting married and we live together, you should probably know
He
that
actually
my prized possession is the
Did
watch.
say that she
And-
knew that the watch was important.
Yeah,
Right,
I
and
just-
then
I
On the
think she
drive
just-
back,
He
was
did,
like,
yeah, and then he was
I
like, it's
told
also
you it
on
was
the
my
kangaroo.
father's watch. I
multiple
told
times.
you it was important. I told you this.
Yep.
But then he did say to her, "Oh, I apparently did not stress that. That's really
Yeah.
the only thing I really
Yeah.
cared about."
She might be a little bit challenged,
Yeah, she may be
Say
a
it,
little
Lori.
bit,
depending on some.
maybe a
What are
little
you
bit mental,
I mean, you have the past, so go ahead.
mentally deficient.
Oh, no, I'm in trouble. I'm in so
fuck.
much trouble. I couldn't help it, dude.
Oh fuck.
Damn me, I'm funny. It's a talent. It just happens. Oh no. Damn it. I'm gonna pay for that later. You guys don't know what we're talking about, but I'm gonna pay for it. Damn me.
Too stoned to answer the phone. Too stoned to answer the
Where
phone.
are we at? I'm lost. I forgot.
That's where the John Travolta's freaking out. He calls the guy that he buys the heroin from.
Oh yeah.
And he's just like got his cereal out. He's got his fucking
watching
weed on his
TV.
table.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just fucking like he keeps looking over at the phone too. He's like, Just doesn't want to answer it. Just fucking too high to fucking get up and
Yeah.
do anything.
His friend that he bought the heroin from.
Yep.
Because Uma Thurman ODs
Yeah, Uma Thurman ODs
on heroin.
on heroin because John
She
Travolta
snorts it.
didn't. Yeah, she snorts it, and she thought it was cocaine, and it was not. Yikesy. So that happens, then yelling happens.
Yeah, well, he crashes into his. Yeah, he yells at him on
He
the
does
phone,
crash into
and
his
then
house.
He just drives into his
He
house.
crashes into his house, bringing a person that's ODing.
It's pure shenanigans. There's the part where he leaves her on the lawn, and he's like, "Okay, well, if I don't bring her in, she's gonna die on your lawn." And then, how do you think Marcellus is gonna feel about that?
Yeah,
That you
exactly.
had the opportunity to help, and you just didn't.
Yep,
And he's like, "All right, I'm bringing her in."
that's fucking. It's the entire scene's amazing.
Yeah, and then it's just screaming at each other till
Yes,
something happens.
Yes, they just fucking. That was fucking trippy.
I also feel like they did an amazing job during that scene to actually make it feel
Dude,
very
yes.
hectic and very like anxiety high,
Yes.
where it's like, holy shit, is she actually gonna be able to make it or not?
Yeah, because they're all
So-
yelling. He's like,
Yep.
I gotta find my fucking notebook. The fucking wife is like, what the fuck? What the fuck is all this shit?
It's 2
He's like, "You're not
It's
gonna find the
2 a.m..
notebook.
Yeah.
It's a mess back here, you fucking
Yep.
pig."
And the fucking that was fucking trippy. That's what the wife says after the fucking situation's over. And that just shows like she's just like watching him about to fucking stab her. And I fucking love that entire scene. He's like, "Oh, you gotta do that to her." And he's like, "Well, I gotta stab her
Stab
3
3
times?"
times?
It's like, no, you have to fucking oh fuck. That
It
amazing.
was awesome.
Just
The camera
amazing
work in that
scene
scene's
after.
very great too. The way
Yeah.
it follows the people and follows the scene.
Yes,
Yeah.
dude. It's
Pretty solid.
God. Cinematography is fantastic.
Oh yeah.
Racist Eskimo and dog.
Oh my fucking
The
god.
fucking cartoon that kid was watching.
Oh,
It
yeah.
was like
Dude,
It was
Jesus
a flashback.
Christ,
that was
dude.
insane.
It was a
It was a
flashback, so
flashback for
it does
Butch.
make sense.
Yeah. Oh, it makes
But
sense.
it's fucking.
Because
Oh
it
my
puts
god.
it right in the correct time period for that to
Yeah.
happen.
Because like that racist Eskimo is crazy, and
It's
then fucking
insane.
And then the dog. The
Yeah.
dog
The
was
dog
a crazy
looked
one.
like it was
the
fucked
dog's
up.
eyes were. I was like,
The dog was
"Holy
fucked
shit,
up.
bro."
Yeah.
The dog was
Yeah.
smoking something.
That was
No, the dog
It-
wasn't
it
smoking
was fucking
something.
crazy,
You could
dude.
tell where the dog's
Insane.
country of origin was based on what the eyes were, dog. Fuck.
Oh
it's
my
It was
so
God.
insane.
it was
I want to find that cartoon because that shit's fucking
yeah, that
crazy.
shit was
Yeah.
insane, bro. Like, and the fucking human lips just
Yes.
fucking
I love that
Like
because that,
pasted over the actual.
Yes,
like,
that is
bro.
so
yeah.
familiar to me from like a Robot Chicken type shit where
Yes,
they're making
dude.
fun of that shit. So that's awesome.
bro.
Yeah.
It was fucking crazy.
Or like Annoying Orange.
Very annoying orange.
Very
Yes.
Zoomer reference. They don't know what that is.
I know what annoying
Millennials.
orange is.
No,
It
no,
was
no.
on
I'm talking about
YouTube.
Zoomers don't know what that is.
Oh, Zoomers don't know what it is. Yeah, all you young folks don't know that one.
It's okay, Granddad. We know you know.
I used
We'll get
to,
you your pills.
I used to watch Ego Raptor before he was a game grump. Oh yeah, you're right.
What do you want to do about it? I mean,
Ass
I'll
watch.
pause.
Yeah, you go ahead. Talk about the watch. I'll be right back.
Ass watch? Okay, I can talk about the ass watch.
Ass watch.
I actually have some more notes on that whole scene, so that's fine. So basically, after they turn off the cartoon, there's a soldier, U.S. I want to say it was Navy.
Yeah, I don't remember what his division was.
'Cause he was in the
Navy's a
Marines.
crazy
He was in the
play.
Marines, so he'd
I
been
remember,
Navy.
I remember the great granddad was in the Marines. He was a Marine for World War One.
Yes, which I also have an issue on that, but
Okay. They didn't have Marines yet.
different issue.
Okay.
And it's same kind of nitpicky shit though.
Yeah, I
So-
figured it would be.
But basically, they go through this whole scenario about basically just talking to him about his dad and like how his dad's dead, but he wanted to give him this watch, which was given to him by his dad, who died in World War One with it.
Yep.
And so they tells this whole story about how in World War One, he knew he was gonna die on this.
Islanders.
Don't actually hold on.
I know he says a G word.
He does
Thomas
say that.
Corey?
He
No.
does say that.
I would never repeat it again.
And
I'd
I'm
actually
not gonna
forgotten it
say
existed
that.
until I heard it, and then I went,
Bro,
"Oh my god!"
yeah.
That shit was like.
Yeah, that's how it
damn.
put out of existence that word was.
Yes,
So
dude.
when he said that shit, I was like, "Jesus Christ!"
It was fucking insane, man.
It's like the time I heard. I'm not gonna say it, but like
Yeah.
a term
dude.
for Arabic people.
Yeah,
And I was
it
like,
was.
"That's
Yeah.
fucked."
It's
Yeah.
fucking nuts, dude.
But basically, his granddad was gonna die, so he gave it to some guy to fly back before they were gonna die completely, and they did that, and they gave it to his young dad at the time, or young child who
Infant
was his
dad,
dad,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And then his dad went and fought in World War II.
Yep.
And then I think you said on Wake Island when they were fighting that they knew that he wasn't going to be able to get out alive. And so he had like 3 days or some shit. And so he made it like a thing to like get it back.
Yeah, I thought that was the World War One battle where he's talking about
Well, Wake
3
Island's
days.
World War II. So I don't know what World War One.
I know, but I think Wake Island is he died and they got the watch back. I thought World War One was the one where he's like, I have 3 days to send it back. I
No,
don't
World
know.
War One's definitely
It was
had
a
3 days to
very
send it back.
confusing
World War
conversation.
II's, I don't fucking know.
It was
it's
a
a hard
fucking
conversation to
Christopher
follow.
Walken,
Yeah,
too,
it was.
so it's like
it was a
Christopher
long
Walken's
conversation to give
Christopher
a watch
Walken-esque
away.
accent, dude.
Yeah. Here's the nitpick part of it.
Sure.
He goes and talks about how the granddad was fighting in the First World War and talks about it in the sense of it being called almost the war, like the World War.
Mm-hmm.
And technically speaking, during that period,
It's called the Great
the
War.
First World War would not be called
Shit.
the First World War. It would be called the Great War. You are correct.
Yeah, I know.
Thomas,
Okay,
where's
so-
your purple heart at?
Hold on. Stop! Don't do that to him. Don't do that to him.
That's crazy.
Don't do that to him. Okay, so this
Oh,
this
I'm
movie takes
sorry.
place. Okay, presumably that scene probably takes place in the 90s,
Oh,
in the
no, no,
80s,
no, no.
70s.
No. I'd say 60s.
60s
You
or
think Bruce
70s?
Willis was that old?
I think you say the 50s or 60s. Yeah.
Okay, so it takes place in that time. So by then they would know that it was called World War One.
Yes. By that time. But the way he was talking about it was him talking about it in the sense of it being like happening at that time. And then walking through the thing.
Thomas, he's explaining it to a kid. He's gonna call it World War One. He's not gonna call it the Great War.
I get it.
Like, this is what they called it at the time because
I get it. I'm just
he's
saying.
just not gonna do that. He's just not gonna do that.
I'm
shit.
just saying he was wrong.
It's just no, he wasn't wrong. He was explaining it to a kid.
He's wrong, but right. So
He's like, at that time it was World War One. He's not gonna say at that time it
that's
was the
not
Great
even
War.
that's not even the most important part.
That's
That's not even the most important part.
Oh my god.
The most
okay.
important part is that the dad, who was a POW,
Yes.
was shoved this watch up his ass.
Yeah.
What did he say? He held it for 7 years because he kept
Yeah,
it
it
up
was
his
like
ass
5
through the
years.
battles.
It was
5
shoved up his
years,
ass. Yep.
And then he gave it to the guy who came to
Who
give it
held
to
up his
him
ass for
Yeah.
2
2
years.
more years.
Yeah.
In a nice metal container. Is what he said. That I held up my ass in a nice metal container for 2
It's
years.
fucking. It's.
I don't know if I'd
insane.
take a medal if I knew it had been up
It's an
2
insane
different men's
story.
asses for 7 years.
We probably got a fresh metal container and shoved it up his
Dude, he
ass.
better have fucking cleaned it before he gave it to the
But
kid.
at the same time,
It's in his ass.
yeah, at the same time,
It
I'm not
doesn't
shoving.
matter
I'm
what
not
the
shoving
fuck
anything
it's
in my
in.
ass, so like it doesn't even matter. It's not even a
That's not even
conversation.
the
Fucking
question. That's not even
crazy.
the question. The question is if something was up anyone's ass
Right.
for 7 years
Right.
and you were handed this item,
Yes.
would you take it?
First of all, he's a kid. Second of all, it was in a metal container. So I mean, technically, the watch hasn't touched ass.
I'd have
Do you
to.
think the germs did not get through the fucking milk?
I'd need to put
Do I
on.
think germs went through a metal container?
think-
No, I don't
do
think
you
germs
think-
went through a
do you
metal
think
container. They're not acidic.
The
It's just
fecal
shit.
matter did not somehow get through. You think that metal container was perfectly sealed the entire time?
Might have been. I mean, if
Really?
it busted open, that nigga's dead, right? So it had to have been sealed. It was probably shaped like a nice little rocket and launched up. Okay, look. I mean, the watch was clean. It didn't have shit on it.
Yeah, it looked fine.
It looked dusty. Now I'm
You
sure.
can
Now,
clean a watch.
now what I'm saying is that dude's hands probably don't smell right. that's
No,
probably that's
don't.
probably a conversation.
Probably not.
Dude, when he probably shaped, it's probably like he's shooting a shotgun, which is another conversation for
It's
later.
a buckshot.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
straight out.
Bird.
It's gotta
Actually,
be fucking.
Yeah.
Gotta be bad.
His wife's probably asking questions about what he was doing in the Navy.
Yeah, exactly, dude.
So like,
Probably wasn't
questionable
the only
things.
thing.
Questionable things.
Not the only thing in his ass, I'd say.
yeah,
Yeah.
probably not. Hey, look, I don't know. Were you not taking a watch if it was up someone's ass in a metal container?
I'd be like,
Your great granddad's watch?
I'd put on some
I
gloves.
appreciate
and I'd
it, but
probably have to
like,
clean
it's gonna
it.
go in another metal container. I'm not hands on touching that watch.
Yeah.
Not off bat.
No, not without like gloves.
Not off bat.
Not
like
off
some
bat.
what if-
I'd
what
clean
if-
the shit
What
out
if he
of it.
holds it to your nose and you smell it and you're 5 years old and you smell it, it doesn't smell like shit? Are you taking it
I'll
then?
punch him in the nuts.
What?
What?
That's not what I asked you at all. Why are you assaulting him?
Because he put a shit watch in front of my nose. I don't want a shit watch in my face, Corey. I don't know
So
how
you're,
clear
just
to
not,
make
you're
that.
not gonna smell the watch.
No, I'm not smelling the fucking watch.
She's just gonna see what's dirty.
If you put a shit watch in front of my nose, I
Right,
will punch
you
you in the
do-
nuts.
you're not
That
gonna
is
smell
that
it.
is a promise. That is
You're not gonna-
that is
you're-
actually a
you're not-
guarantee. I can guarantee you that.
You're
You
not
put a
gonna-
shit watch in front of my nose, I'm
You're
punching
not
you in
gonna-
the
You're not gonna
balls.
breathe in it at least
I'm
once.
punching you in
You're
your
not gonna breathe.
balls.
You're not gonna breathe in
Full
once.
in, like It's not even gonna be like a cross punch like
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
It's gonna be an uppercut.
It's
The
gonna
balls
be
are going
straight-
up into
It's
you.
gonna be straight one.
It's going
That
up
that
into
one's
you.
the most painful one.
I know.
So you're not gonna spell it though. What if
No.
I grab your mouth so that you have to breathe out of your nose? I just bring it under really fast. You just breathe it in, and it doesn't smell like shit. Then are you,
You don't
still
want
punching
kids.
me?
You don't want kids. It's just
What
that.
if it doesn't smell like shit? Are you still hitting me,
Corey.
or am I getting hit regardless of whether or not it smells like
Hey,
shit?
you don't want kids.
So I'm getting hit whether or not it smells like shit.
If you force me,
That's crazy.
if you force me,
If I force you to smell it like that,
you won't have testicles. You will not have
yeah.
bones. You will
I
not
will
have the
have
coconuts.
I
You
will
will
have
not
the
have
coconuts,
whatever
the
the fuck
family
you want to call it.
jewels.
Nope.
That's crazy.
They will be revoked.
Oh, that's crazy.
They will be marked
God.
excommunicado.
This is my balls. Both testicles are marked
Yes.
excommunicado.
Both.
All right.
Cool. Okay.
All right, guys. All right.
You can't feed him a shit watch.
Hiding in a bowl of rice.
Jesus Christ.
Now,
Marcellus
Oh my
Wallace,
God.
after
Yes.
Bruce Willis's character, actually kills the guy that he's
Yeah.
supposed to lose his fight to.
in the 5th round, by the way.
In the 5th round, he's supposed
which I'm
to
pretty
lose.
sure he killed him in the
I
first
think
round.
he killed him in the first fucking round,
Yeah.
which is nuts.
Which means he planned to go in there and win, which is
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
Exactly, dude. But like Bruce Willis, like fucking makes out like a bandit with all his money and shit, and Marcellus Wallace is fucking going into his room to find him and shit, and he's
Yep.
like, "I don't give a fuck if he's in Indochina. I need
A
a."
nigga hiding in a bowl of rice, waiting to pop his ass as soon as he appears.
Exactly, dude. It was.
It's pretty
goddamn,
funny.
Marcellus Wallace is amazing.
He's
Amazing fucking character. Weird Bruce Willis car ride. We talked about that. The black and white background.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Still a really good
Very
scene.
noir filmed. It was
Yeah.
definitely it was an art envisioned scene.
Yeah, it was very cool. Like all the scenes and like the cinematography in this film are. It's great how well it all fits together. Even though like a lot of it feels very different kind of styles.
Yeah.
It's very very interesting.
It's incredible.
Like Tarantino's crazy for this.
Yeah, it's definitely a good. I wouldn't say it's like crazy cinematic experience, because like if you're, because when I think of crazy cinematic experience, we'd go back to Deadpool and Wolverine. We'd go back to any of the Bad Boys.
Yep.
When they start doing the rotating around the pistol kind of shit,
Yeah,
and
that
things
shit
like
was
that.
badass.
Like that's insane.
crazy for the
kind of
time.
cinematics.
It's crazy. I
It
mean,
is.
not even just for the time, but like for like I feel like the budget on this film was probably
Yeah, it could not have been that high.
yeah, it could not have been that high
because
like
those guys aren't the big enough names that they were when this movie
yeah,
came out.
like this is Tarantino's second film, I think, right after
Maybe.
Reservoir Dogs,
yeah,
and like Reservoir Dogs is like even more like you can tell on a budget, but like that's like kind of goes back to they do a lot with a little
yeah.
in this film, and it's fucking crazy. Yeah, are you pulling up how much?
I did, yeah.
Yeah, how much was it for like cost?
So $8.5 million for
Yeah,
the
Yeah.
budget and $10 million for marketing. So we
Yep.
actually got both numbers. So 18.5
That
million
is-
total. Now,
even for the time, that's pretty.
That's astonishing.
Yeah,
Pulp Fiction grossed $108 million at the US box
Yeah.
office. That's
yeah.
just the US.
yeah.
Right.
That's not global.
Which is good, and that's its entire run. But also think about it like this: with DVD sales and everything that's out there,
Mhm.
that's probably one that's probably close to probably $1 billion by now.
Oh,
Especially
yeah,
with
dude.
you give inflation and shit like that.
Yeah,
That's probably worth $1 billion.
yeah. Like so with that budget, like and like you brought up Bad Boys 2. Yeah,
Yep.
let's see what was Bad Boys, because I know Bad Boys 2 like they put a lot of money.
30
into that.
million plus marketing, probably 45.
The amount of cars that explode, I think you need to up that number.
Well, Michael
do
Bay
we-
gets free cars and shit because he's Michael
What
Bay.
are we
So
at
you
for?
said 30 million?
I
Was
said
your
30.
guess?
Well, plus
Uh,
15 for marketing, 45.
I'm gonna
45.
say like 70.
70?
That's probably fair.
Both low.
Both low.
Really?
Bad Boys 2 budget was 130 million.
Fuck.
What? 2003? Sure.
Still, dude.
I guess that's before Michael Bay started getting free cars because he did Transformers.
Mhm.
He hasn't done
But
Transformers.
Michael
yet.
Bay was a big enough name to get that much money. Still.
Yeah, which
too.
is awesome.
yeah.
But I was like, nowadays, that it would be that price, but everything, all the cars are free because it's Michael Bay.
Yeah. Dude.
Yeah.
So
130
it
million
would
is
just be
still, you
accurate
can make
and
a
shit.
fucking movie out of 130.
I mean, he
million.
did. Bad Boys 2 is amazing.
Yeah.
So
I
good
mean,
on
like,
them.
And even like same with like Pulp Fiction, like $8 million, you can make a solid movie with that. It's just how you use it. And
Yeah.
like, if you have a competent director like Tarantino, like he fucking used the fuck out of that
Yep.
budget for the best things, I'd say.
With a vision and a script.
Yep.
And a foot
It's
fetish.
fucking. Yep, and a foot fetish.
So this
Plenty of
Pulp
hot
Fiction
women.
is considered like a cult classic, is it not? I mean, now I know it's like bigger now because more people have seen it, but I'm sure at the time with how much money that made just worldwide, that would have been a cult classic.
definitely cult
Yeah.
classic.
That would not have
Yeah.
been like a thing you were seeing.
Mm-hmm. No, not 100%. It was definitely like
Awesome.
cult classic, like fucking semi artsy kind of
Yeah,
film.
yeah, yeah.
Fabiana is hot.
Which is Butch's wife.
Agreed.
Yeah.
I think she's so fine.
Agreed. A
Yeah.
lot agreed.
She's pretty attractive.
She's just, I love her.
She looks a little too young in the face for
Oh,
me.
I love her so
She's
much.
pretty attractive.
It's kind of almost a European kind of style looking face.
Yeah.
Because I mean, she is European, but like, I think it's definitely.
Yeah. Well, Phoenix thought she was Vietnamese.
I'm sorry. I thought she was Vietnamese.
I don't know what Phoenix was on. I knew
I'm-
she was
I'm-
European. I just
I
couldn't
knew
place
she
it.
was too.
I just couldn't.
I
Place
thought
it.
she was like French or Italian.
I don't know why. I
But you're
thought
not
she was
too far off.
Vietnamese.
So
I don't know. I don't know what's wrong. I think it was her haircut.
No, it's fine, man. She's. I'm not gonna do it. Move on. I'm just not gonna do it.
yeah, I think we should
Corey was
just.
looking for a joke. He wasn't gonna.
We'll
He was
just
gonna
we'll
find
just we'll just move past it.
it. It wasn't gonna be
what
funny.
what the fuck is the crazy war movie in the background?
I have no clue. I thought it was maybe that movie that you showed me one time about the kid who finds his entire village.
no,
murdered.
it's definitely
no,
not
because
that.
the one I showed.
I was
you
like,
is
this one has
depressing.
motorcycles and looks
yeah, that one's
rad.
got motorcycles and cool stuff. The one I showed you's like just got a bunch
It's
of
just
death.
sad.
Just really depressing.
Yeah.
We are gonna watch that someday.
Yay.
I'll be
After Austin
blind.
Powers, like these are gonna be my two modes. It's gonna be like Austin Powers, like classic comedies I want to rewatch, or it's gonna be like some weird, foreign shit or horror movie.
Yay. Okay, back to your fun notes.
Yeah.
Not
Phoenix,
we're
we'll
not.
be enthusiastic about your movies, but I'm just never thrilled about them.
Oh, it's gonna be great.
I'll be
Bruce
present
Willis.
in the moment.
Bruce Willis needs counseling.
After what?
After his watch. After his watch.
Okay, well, he goes through a lot. I forgot about the fact that he rages and throws the TV that is like, I'm sorry, it's my fault. You're just a dumb, incompetent bitch.
Bruce Willis crashed out right there.
He
did crash out.
Phoenix. Good job.
I'm good
Nice,
at
good
this.
job.
I'm good.
And she did what?
And she
She
sad
minimized. No, I'm
Oh,
joking.
minimized.
I made that up.
girl. She compartmentalized her emotions into
She
sadness.
e-girled.
She e-girled. She fucking NPC'd.
I wouldn't say she NPC'd. I say people
Nah, she
later on
definitely
definitely NPC.
Definitely some people NPC.
Definitely some people NPC.
Pop,
Yeah.
pop, pop, pop.
Okay.
Continue on with your notes.
Yeah, he throws a TV.
Amazing cinematography.
Yeah.
Yep.
I just had to bring that up. Like,
Again,
we've already
I
talked
mean,
about
yeah,
it a lot.
it's amazing.
Fucking fantastic. Didn't even grab the toaster pastries.
Okay, we're there. Do you have notes? 'Cause Phoenix just started doing that.
So at this point in the movie, I was so into it
Yeah.
that I'm like, unless it really like pops out that I'm gonna like write something down, I'm probably just gonna pick up on Phoenix's notes and be like, yes,
Yeah.
in
Okay.
this.
I'm
And
glad
I
you
think
enjoyed
that's, That's totally fair.
So
Like, honestly, I'll just start taking
my
notes.
last note was watch up ass. That was the last note.
I mean,
Okay.
like, we're
There's a
almost,
lot of movie.
We're almost to the end. Like, we're like
I mean,
halfway through.
This is pretty far in the movie though.
Yeah,
to
be fair.
Oh yeah, we're like, we're getting
Yeah.
close.
Goes back to his apartment to get the watch.
Yeah, goes back to the apartment, get the watch. Fucking, just is so nonchalant. He's like, he seems like he's like made out like a bandit. Like he's like smiling and shit. He's making his toaster pastries and shit, and then looks over to the left. What does he see? A fucking Uzi.
And then looks
With
away.
a suppressed,
And
a
then has
suppressed,
a suppressed Uzi.
A suppressed.
He does a double
Uzi.
take, which is incredible. He
Yes.
looks at it, looks away like he didn't see it, and then is like, hold on, wait a second. And
Yes,
then
dude.
looks back, and it's like,
Is that a suppressed Uzi?
it's an Uzi
I
with a
didn't put that there,
suppressor.
guys.
Yeah, right.
Who put that
That's
there?
not mine.
Like, that's not where I left
That's
it.
not where I
I'm like,
left
dude,
that. Fucking
suppressed Uzi.
goddamn picks it up, looks to the bathroom, which he can hear the fucking toilet getting flushed immediately. Vincent pops out. Sorry, Vincent. It's your
Yeah.
final day. He didn't believe in divine intervention, and that's why he fucking died.
Ah, there has back. You know who? Yeah, I guess Samuel doesn't die in this movie,
He does
No,
not.
he does not.
No, he does not.
and he never gets Butch.
Mm-hmm.
No, Butch.
Awesome.
Butch kind of makes a deal to
Yeah, Butch makes a
Make
deal.
it out.
Yep.
Gets out of the country with his beautiful fucking
out of the
goddess.
city,
Out of the
Yep,
city.
out of the city.
They're going to Tennessee.
Yep, they're going to
Nashville, Tennessee. Phoenix
Notes.
can do that because he's from the South.
I am from the South. I'm from Arkansas. You know who else is from Arkansas? Johnny Cash.
That's true.
Yeah,
Good for him.
I walk the line.
I hear the
Motherfucker
train coming.
gets hit by car.
Oh yeah.
Marcellus
Holy
is just—he's
shit,
got his
dude.
donuts. I think he's got like a
Yes.
coffee too.
Looks
Yes.
He
over.
fucking looks over.
He's just crossing the
Motherfucker.
street.
Yeah, crossing the fucking
And
street.
looks over and Butch is in the car. Just after having killed that guy, he's just going on about his day.
Yep.
Incredible.
Just fucking immediately runs into fucking Marcellus, and it's just like, and Marcellus like got hit the right way. He like rolled into the car.
Yeah.
So like,
Yeah.
it was.
I mean,
fucking,
I guess the car could have tried to run over him.
yeah.
I've
That
always,
Honda would have
he
been
could've-
I've
fucking
always
lifted.
thought that if I'm gonna get hit by a car, I want to like jump. Because I
Yeah.
definitely don't want to go underneath.
Yeah,
Going
yeah.
underneath
You
is
don't.
fucked.
Jumping is always the play, but
You-
then if you land in the windshield, then that person's got to take you with them.
Yeah, you got to like roll. If you like roll into it, like I think that's what stunt people like actually do.
Yeah, when they get hit by cars.
Yeah, when they get hit by cars, like you have to roll into it so you can like roll over the car.
Well, if I have that much time to think about rolling, I feel like I'm gonna just move out of the way.
Yeah.
You know
No.
what I mean? Like,
Right.
But he
I
had
think,
his-
I think
he had
really
his-
I'm gonna
Those
have
are
like
some people.
one thought to do, and it's gonna be jump.
Yeah, and also that
And
car
that's
was probably
me.
going maybe up to 10 when
Yeah,
it
the
hit him.
only thing
like
is,
he was
like,
pretty close to the
Imagine
crosswalk.
if you
Yeah.
jump, it just fucking hits your legs, and then fucking you just, man,
You
But
go
I'm not
straight under the
underneath.
car and then you die.
I'm not underneath the car, and that's the
you're
important
not
part.
underneath the
Yeah.
car. But if you roll onto it, you're not gonna fucking get your legs taken out, and
Right, and they could always pop it in reverse on you.
Yeah.
Either way, if someone's hitting you with your car, it's brutal.
yeah, I
Yeah,
know.
it's fucked.
But like, thankfully Marcellus doesn't die, and Butch
He
fucking sadly gets
stumbles.
rammed by a fucking car, and you know both are fucked basically.
Yep.
Yeah.
We cut to fucking Marcellus waking up, and fucking he sees that Butch is crashed over there, and he's like, I don't know if he says motherfucker again, but he just starts
He probably
shooting at
does.
him, and he just hits a woman. Like a woman just gets shot in the leg, and she starts screaming.
Yeah.
Butch starts fucking running. They're both basically like
They're
half
fucked up.
incapacitated. Like, and Marcellus just fucking shooting, and they both end up at a pawn shop. Kill Ed.
Where Butch almost kills Marcellus
Yeah.
Yep.
until the pawn shop owner probably pulls out a shotgun and
Yep.
is like,
Makes
stop right
sense. The
there,
pawn shop.
and basically takes him hostage.
Here's where the movie took a turn.
Kill Ed. That was a little thing that Corey saw.
Yeah, I
And
did see
honestly,
Kill Ed
that
up in the
was
top right
probably
corner.
a huge thing.
Yeah.
Like, you probably fucking found like a nice little Easter egg, which is cool.
Yep.
So bring out the gimp. So basically, what happens is Marcellus.
It's so crazy.
It's insane.
It's so crazy what happens.
Like fucking pawn shop dude gives a call to a dude named Zed. We don't know who this is.
Yeah.
But then fucking scene cuts to basically under the pawn shop, and there's a basement, and in the basement is a bunch of like sex stuff and like
Yep.
semi-torture shit. Like there's a fucking car battery with like the fucking pliers and shit. Like there's plenty of fucking leather. They're both like tied up and gagged with an actual like fucking
Like an
sex,
actual
like,
gag, yeah.
yeah, like a ball gag.
Yeah.
You guys can say what it is. I've sure you've seen a ball gag.
Oh yeah, I just said sex gag because it's like
Yeah.
you should know what a sex gag is.
Yeah.
There's several sex gags.
I mean, there are several sex gags. You're right. There
Pinky
are the ball.
Pinky Corey's joining the
There's,
club right
there's
now.
the one that doesn't actually have the ball. It's just the O-ring, and it's just fucking open.
There's that one. There's
Yeah.
There's another one that I know. Yeah.
yeah,
yeah,
But the ball gag, I think, is
Couple.
the iconic.
cock,
The iconic.
ball gag. There's a cock gag.
Yeah.
Yeah,
cock gag.
The ball gag's the iconic gag, I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
I feel like that's
Get
the
your
it
nice
is
red
like
ball.
the big red ball.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yep. And fucking Zed comes down.
Put your kids to sleep if they're awake for this.
Zed's a cop too, which is
It's
just
security
like
guard actually.
Nope, security
Another-
guard.
He's a
Oh,
security guard.
really?
Yeah.
Yeah. He has like the metal thing on, but if you read
Yes.
if you read his thing, it says
Says security guard. Yeah.
that's.
I said
even
that away from my
funnier.
mic, so everyone heard that.
That's so fucking funny. That makes it even funnier. But like, yeah, he comes down like fucking.
Who is he? Because he looks
He
familiar.
looks super familiar. I have no
Who
idea.
is that guy? Because at first I was looking at him, I was like, that's Matthew McConaughey, but it's not Matthew
It's not
McConaughey.
Matthew McConaughey.
But it's somebody else who's damn close.
Yes, it is.
That dude
for
looks
sure.
fucking familiar. There's also a lot of people in this movie. There's Tim Roth, who becomes Abomination.
Dude. Yeah,
There's fucking
crazy.
I mean, there's Bruce Willis, who becomes the guy from Split.
Yeah, right. Well, he was in Unbreakable first.
And Death Wish, yeah, no.
Yep.
Death Wish. You get. I don't know why those are the Bruce Willis movies. Die Hard.
He was.
There, you guys are welcome. Die Hard.
Death Wish was a fucking. God.
It was a remake of an old movie.
Kurt Russell. Kurt Russell's Death Wish, dude.
Originally Bruce Willis did another Death Wish, which is
There's
pretty good.
another one? Oh, he
Yeah.
did. Yeah, you're right. You're
That
right.
one I liked. I don't really like Bruce Willis, but I like that movie.
Interesting.
He's a doctor, and I think his daughter gets raped or some shit.
Taken.
So Zed
He's
is
dead.
Peter Green.
What's he in?
He's in. He's best known for his film The Mask,
Yep.
1994.
He's the villain.
He's the villain in the
Yeah.
mask.
as the main antagonist.
I knew I knew him.
then
I knew I
Crazy.
knew him. I was like, that
He's
dude's
portrayed as
fucking
Zed.
familiar.
He
Yeah.
also is included in Judgment Night, Clean Shaven, Under Siege 2, Dark Territory,
Yep, no one cares about that shit.
The Usual Suspects, Kiss and Tell, Training Day, The Black,
Training Day?
Really, good on him.
The Black Dawn. I'm gonna say that wrong, so I'm just gonna stop. Wipe
The black
Off.
nigger. Hold on, wait. No, ahead of you. Hold on.
No, I just know how to pronounce it.
Okay.
Life on Mars, New York,
New York,
and
New
The
York.
Continental.
Wild.
Oh, the spinoff of John Wick?
Yep.
Oh my
He's also in
god.
that.
I can't wait to watch that.
Wild. I didn't even know. Huh.
Yeah, I don't think it did well.
There you go. Small
Weird.
world.
Yeah, I didn't even know
It's a TV
about
show.
that.
I don't think it did
Weird.
well. Yeah, so that's why I look familiar, because I watched Mask a lot as a kid, so
Yeah,
that's
dude.
awesome.
That's insane. Yeah, I watched The Mask recently. Good movie. Holds
Awesome.
up.
Of course it does.
Yeah.
There's not a Jim
oh,
Carrey movie that doesn't hold up.
Yeah, Jim
Yeah.
We'll
Carrey's
move on
great.
from that, but he's awesome.
Bring out the Gimp. Yeah, Gimp
Yep.
gets brought out after we fucking meet the characters, and it's just they literally have a Gimp like in a fucking
Yep.
little like basically like a fucking chest, like one of those big chests
Yeah.
like at the end of the bed.
See, these feel like new age things to me, but upon watching them, like, I guess things have always been kind of kinky out
Things
there.
have always been kind of kinky.
It's just
man.
interesting that for the 90s we were like, let's do a GIMP.
Yeah. They fucking-
Nowadays, when you see a GIMP, it's in like a movie, it's still kind of like, oh, there's a GIMP.
Yeah, right? No. Like, it's fucking crazy. It's just out of nowhere. This is what happens. Marcellus gets fucking... Dude does the fucking eeny, meeny, miny, mo shit to pick who he's gonna... No, rape.
Yeah.
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 And he fucking takes them in.
He's gonna
rape.
butt-
I like how he continues it after kind of like stopping.
Yeah, because
Yes.
he gets
And then he
Butch,
goes,
doesn't he? He
"My
lands
mother-
on Butch, and then he's like, nah.
Yeah.
And then
It
jumps to
does,
the next
man.
part.
It's fucked, dude.
He actually
It's so
says
fucked.
the actual part too. He like does the original,
He
Yeah.
does.
not catch a tiger by its toe.
Yep.
What
Which
did
is
he
crazy.
say?
Well, I can't say it.
I'm sorry. Oh, okay, hold on. I'm sorry. The original is catch a nigga by his toe.
Wait,
Is that
Did
what
you-
you're telling me?
I'm pretty confident that is the original Eeny Meeny Miny Mo.
I don't know if that's originally in my movie. I didn't even catch that he said it in the movie. He was mumbling shit. But if he says that in the movie, that's insane in a cold cut.
what
And
the
secondly, I did
fuck?
not know that was the original. And
How
now
the
that you're
fuck do you
saying
spell
it,
Eeny Meeny Miny Mo.
I don't know. Now that you're saying it, it would make sense that it would be catch a nigga by his toe.
That's crazy. Yeah, I think you might be right. I think I've heard that before.
Now that you're saying
pretty
it,
sure
it sounds
that's what I've
familiar.
heard.
Nuts,
Which means that
man.
he probably was saying it in the movie, but he was
Yeah,
mumbling it, so I didn't
may
catch
have.
that. That's what he said.
Yeah.
But you said tiger, and then he's like, "But that's not the original." It's like,
Yeah.
what are you talking about?
Yeah, the pawn shop dude's also the
Holy
first guy that
shit.
says the hard R N word.
Is he?
I think he is. I think it's the white dude. Like they say the N word, but like he's the first white dude that says it, and he says it with a fucking hard R.
Yeah, and he's got a Confederate flag in the
He
background.
does have
Would
a
you like to
Confederate
read?
flag. It makes sense.
You're not
No,
going
I
to
don't
read that,
want to.
obviously. But
I will get up and use your Mike Thomas and read it.
yeah, go ahead.
I don't want to read it. I'm okay. I'm okay.
There's actually more to it.
Where are we at?
That and then there's that.
Okay, so I've done this children's run before. I'm not reading that shit. It says whatever those are, I'm not reading that. But when you get your money, your little bride will surely find out where you hide. So there's the door. When I count 4, then out goes you. What the fuck is this about, bro?
But you
Catch
see
a
how
nigger
it's
by his
that-
toe?
That's what
He squeals, let him go. Who's Ina, Mina, and Mo? Those are names for niggas because they all sound the same. Yeah, fuck that shit.
Verse 9, 1951. Remark that word.
Remark the word nigger was common in American folklore, but unknown in any English traditional rhyme or proverb. Jesus Christ. Gross.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, little fun fact for you from
It's,
Thomas.
it's crazy the shit that
You're welcome.
fucking is built on like racist shit. Man.
Disgusting.
It's insane. Yeah, it's fucking. It's gross. It's really.
yeah. Yeah,
It's
no, he
fucking
whispers
insane.
he whispers the word, but he does
Yeah,
actually
no,
say
I
the
didn't,
original, which is
I
fucking
didn't even catch that. That's what he said.
insane.
It's fucked, dude.
I mean, it makes
Fucked.
sense because they're Confederate worshippers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they are Confederate
Yeah.
worshippers. I like saying it like the Confederate worshippers.
Well, that's what they are because they're fucking
It-
weirdos.
it is,
Anybody who
dude.
still subscribes to that today is a Confederate worshipper,
Yeah.
and also they're the villains in Star Wars. So I don't know
Yeah.
why they do
They
this.
are
shit.
the villains in Star Wars. They are
They're the Nazis.
the
They're
Nazis.
everything. Like
yeah.
I don't know why
I
they.
mean, we played Wolfenstein 2. Like we know
yeah,
they
yeah.
are.
They're weird.
Wolfenstein 2 is a good game. Let me see.
Do we have to censor hard R? I mean, I am black. Does
You're
that,
black.
You're
if,
black.
If
Does
someone,
that
if
affect it
someone,
though
if
on
some-
YouTube?
I don't
No,
No,
think
but I
so.
mean, like on YouTube, does that
I
affect
think
things?
Well, I
like
mean,
YouTube, like
PewDiePie
it's-
already
PewDiePie
said
got
it.
away with it
First-
for a long time.
So did Mr. Beast.
So
Yeah,
did Mr.
in the
Beast.
first
so did
like
Pokemon.
yeah,
So did XQC.
yeah, exactly.
There's been a lot of
a lot
of
of them.
streamers.
Yeah, so did Stephen Colbert.
Yeah, you know what? Speed actually says it. I'm good.
Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly,
He actually said it a
dude.
lot.
Yeah, I know. He says,
Yeah.
"Guys, get your monkey ass."
God
He
damn.
did a
Bro.
stream with
He
so that
does,
way
he
he's
does.
like pulled Kai by like a
They're-
chain because they're playing chain together, and he's like up off floor, and he's trying to pull him up, and he goes, "Get your
Yeah.
monkey ass up here."
Have
And
you,
so trying to run from the fucking
have you
ledge.
seen when he's on like a call with him, and he's like, "I'll say it, I'll say
Yeah,
it." He's like,
yeah.
"No, no."
And he goes crazy. He just starts yelling out the slurs.
And then he
Yes.
literally like builds up.
He's
to
trying
it.
to end his stream.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
It's awesome.
Fucking fantastic.
Amazing.
You should watch Speed Glide clips.
Sorry.
They're pretty good.
I will. Fucking leave no man behind. So after Marcellus gets taken to the rape dungeon, basically,
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Bruce Willis like is
You think
able
that
to get
Gimp
out of
was a
his.
victim? Because
Huh?
the Gimp's a white guy. I think the Gimp. Well, I mean, I guess they were
I
taking
think,
white.
I think
and
the Gimp was
They-
happy
they were-
with where they were.
they were
I
weird.
think he was happy with where he was, and then he also was trying to. He knows what was going on.
Yeah,
You're
he
right.
was
He
gonna-
did-
he was gonna
he
stop. He's
He
like
did
he
try to
also
tell.
tried to
He did
tell.
try to tell.
Yep.
So
Yeah,
It is
he's
absolutely
not a
right.
victim.
Yeah, he's not a victim. He is
Or he's a
willing
brainwashed Gimp.
participant. He could be
He
a
could be
brainwashed Gimp,
brainwashed.
but he could also just really like it and be just that fucked.
I
He
think he just
could.
probably really likes.
I don't
sex
like
a lot.
making gay people the villain. Honestly, in the '90s, not cool.
Nah, yeah.
Today,
exactly.
maybe okay. In the '90s, probably
yeah,
not cool.
today it's okay. Like
Because
Are
they
you
were already
saying-
having a hard
Are you
time.
saying,
But
are you saying it's
but-
okay?
Same
they
with black.
were they were
Huh?
also
I could get.
What do you
some
mean?
shit.
You can't give me a shit. A gay person can be a villain today.
yeah, dude. I can like
Have you
halfway
seen the
say
way they
that.
talk to people on Drag Race?
No, I'm not.
Have
I'm
you
not
seen the way
saying
those
they
judges
can't.
talk to the Drag
I'm
Race
not
people?
saying they can't. Relax there.
I'm bisexual, dude. It's fine. Whatever I say
He
goes.
tried to get me and he got himself. he played himself. He played himself.
Also, they're gay Confederates, so it's like they kind of cancel each other out.
Okay.
Well, you can say that because
I can say that because I'm bisexual.
Oh, we did skip over the part where Bruce Willis gets out and calls his wife the R word. It just goes on about his day.
He does just do that.
And we see
That's
his
like-
penis. He gets out of the shower.
Oh,
and
yeah,
when he's in the
yeah,
shower,
yeah.
he calls her
It's
it.
insane.
He's like, I'm not that.
I never know if that word's like coming back or if it's not. It's
What do you mean?
the
I
R word.
think
It's just I hear it so much, and then
the
like I won't.
issue
And I
is-
will.
the
I
issue
hear a
is,
lot
is I
too.
I
think
think it's fucked. I wouldn't say it.
the people that
I don't think it's good.
the people that don't like the R word really don't like the R word.
Yeah, and I think
And
that's
then the
fair.
people
That's
that-
fine.
Don't care about the R word are usually people that use it,
Yeah,
but also because they don't.
But they're desensitized to it.
about
Because
it. Yeah,
it's
they're
not like the
desensitized.
N word to them or like the F
No,
word.
because like
they're
Yeah,
just, they're just
exactly.
desensitized to it. 'cause
It's
they say
just-
it a
it's-
lot.
it's one of those words that's
it's
like-
not got like force and
it's like
punctuation.
a constant flux. It's
Yeah. It is,
It
definitely.
is, and it's not the worst.
It's not the worst word.
It's
I don't
honestly
really
not.
care.
And it's
terrible
hard to say that
word.
because it's like a slur for somebody, but it's not like
But
it's not meant in the worst way. Because
But
it's
they-
almost like the N word.
Exactly,
Like it
dude.
was technically like the term that they assigned to us to be scientific, and then later on it was subverted into
Correct.
something worse than
That's
it
what I
is.
was gonna
Yeah,
say. It was a
exactly.
Well, at least
scientific.
with Negro. Nigger's not. Nigger
No,
is
no,
just
no, no,
something
no, no,
bad.
no.
The Negro was the scientific
I
term.
was
Like if I
meaning-
get called a Negro today, I'm not mad about it. I'm not speaking to you, but I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm
I
not
also feel
like- I'm not
That's
fighting
kind of
you.
weird. You fucking said
Yeah,
that.
it's definitely
That's kinda
strange.
weird.
I'd probably challenge it like, okay, well, if I'm a Negro, then you must be a Caucasian wigger or some shit.
Yeah.
Like just crazy shit like that.
I was talking more.
I'm
in the
half
sense
white
of-
and half black.
Man,
I
we
walk
really,
the fucking
we really
line.
gotta listen
Yeah.
to some old Eminem. Together.
I was
So
I was more
I
on
wanna do
the
that.
whole the R word
Yeah, it's
and
just,
how it actually was like the scientific term and like how they actually like
Yeah.
Yeah,
meant
it was.
and you
which
know
is
it's 'cause
why
Which Corey, you were fucking just burning Thomas to a crisp today, bro.
so which is why like it's a hard line to walk. Like
It
technically
is,
it
dude.
was like the medical term, but it's not. And then there's other industries that use the word, but not
Yeah.
in that context. They use it in different like things.
Yes, dude.
So like if an engine's not firing at a right timing index,
Yeah,
like
what do
it
they
could
call
be technically like
Yeah, it's
a
like
certain way on like the timing. So like,
yeah.
it's not a bad
God.
word.
It's
I
like
think
stuff
more of
that's
a
like
descriptor.
flame proof and stuff
It's a
too.
descriptor.
Yeah,
you know.
retardant.
Yeah,
right?
retardant. Exactly.
is completely different from the other word that
Yeah,
you say.
exactly.
Retarded is just a thing.
Dude,
Um,
it's just it's.
But
it's
you could
such
also
a-
say like a timing on a car, and
What
I
are you
don't think-
talking
I
about?
don't
I've
think
never
this
heard
is-
what you're saying. The timer on the car.
yeah, it's an actual like term. So I'll say it in this context. If the timing of the car is like, I think it's too soon, then it's like the timings. I don't actually remember how to say it correctly, but it's like basically there's. I'm gonna search it up so I'm covered. I'm gonna search it up. I'm gonna search it up just to be safe
I search
here.
it up so that if I use that word in this way, it
Let
just
me
sounds.
make sure I can use
If I'm
this. real
quoting
quick.
Eminem,
If I'm quoting Eminem.
I can get away.
All right, I'm gonna bring up the Marshall Mathers LP real quick. We're just
my
gonna
God.
look at this song called Amityville, and we're gonna just do it word for word real
Oh my
quick.
God, everyone! I would like you to know that Thomas isn't challenged. He's socially awkward, but who isn't?
Yeah, exactly. We're all a little socially awkward.
yeah, we are actually all
We're
socially
all very
awkward.
socially awkward.
But he's not actually that. I just,
We do pretty
he
good.
makes it
though,
so easy
man.
for me sometimes that the jokes they just come out of my mouth, and I can't control them once I get started. It hurts.
It happens, man.
I'm never proud of it. I'm not proud that I'm this
So
way.
if the timing on a car
just
is
happens.
slow,
It's okay, dude.
then it's
No, please.
No, it's the actual
No,
terminology.
please.
Just
You can't
do
say if
it.
the
That is
time
the
is
actual
slow.
terminology. I'm not gonna say it.
Well,
but
I'm
if the
gonna-
timing of the car,
pass. He just gave me the pass.
Yeah.
if the timing of the car is slow, it would be that. But if it's
With the
fast,
ED,
I was gonna throw in a little
no,
tiny.
it's just straight. It's just a straight word. No ed.
it would just be a bleep blop.
It would just be the straight word, nothing else after it. But if it's
Who says that? Is that what they say on NASCAR? That's why I don't watch NASCAR, bro. Because
It's
if
a-
they
I mean,
if they
NASCAR,
say that on
it's also
NASCAR,
NASCAR.
it's literally just a straight mechanical
why I don't
thing.
watch that
It's
shit.
just a straight mechanical thing.
is that what they taught you when you were in mechanic school for a little bit?
Yeah.
Your teacher said that.
Well, I don't
In
know.
front
If
of-
they,
I've heard some of your students, some of your
Well,
classmates.
some of my students are fucking fucked, but at the same time,
Thomas a teacher?
No, some of those classmates.
some of my classmates are fucked.
Yeah, okay. I was like, what?
But if it's too fast, then it's advanced. So it's either advanced or the
Is
other.
it
word.
okay, cool.
So that's
Okay.
that's the two languages they use there. They didn't teach me that necessarily in that, but
Oh,
they,
you just picked it up.
it is like common knowledge. It is extreme common knowledge on
Who?
that. On people who are mechanical engineer, this actually says with the ER after it.
What?
Yeah.
That's fucked. That sounds like a new slur, bro.
What? Can you say? You can't say that.
I can't say that, bro. Dude, I fucking.
What? I almost want to
With
say it
the
just to
ER.
hear it out loud, but that's brutal.
Dude, I got depression. I can't say the R word because of that. I can't just say that because I have ADD. I can't
If I'm reading the description of something that can't be like I can't get taken out of place, right? Sure, fuck it.
I'm gonna add a tiny pocket Thomas here. That's my new favorite thing. I'm gonna add that to everything now.
This Tiny Pocket Thomas.
Tiny pocket Thomas.
This
yeah.
this is from Thomas' alter ego, Tiny Pocket Thomas.
Yeah,
Sure, Tiny Pocket Thomas.
He's in the second episode. He might be in the
Um,
third too. I'm not sure.
A
Pocket Thomas
is a device used to augment
With the
or
ER is
replace
fucked,
some
dude.
of the functions of primary friction-based braking systems,
You gotta say it with the A.
usually on
you have to with the
vehicles.
Herbert Spaghetti.
Serve to slow vehicles or maintain steady speed while traveling downhill to help prevent vehicles from unintentionally or uncontrolled acceleration when traveling on road surfaces with an uneven grade. They are not usually capable of bringing vehicles to a standstill as their effectiveness diminishes as the vehicle's speed lowers.
Yeah, makes
Thank you.
sense. Makes sense. I mean, the word sounds fucked, but it makes sense.
Oh yeah,
look,
it's definitely
With the
I don't think
ER
a
is
mechanic would
crazy.
ever say that to my face.
Dude, that's
and
gonna
with
be
the ER is insane.
That's gonna be the new term people are gonna be fucking saying is that, dude. With
There's
the
an
ER?
ing also.
Okay,
Okay, no.
that's a
We're
descriptor.
done.
That's what Black
We're
Eyed Peas was
done.
on. That's what Black Eyed Peas was on.
We're done.
Well, they
we're
wouldn't
done. We're
say
done with
that,
it. We're done
but-
with this bit. We're done with this bit.
It wasn't even
Choose-
a bit. It was
It's
just,
just
we were
truth.
just going into it.
It is just truth.
We're
But
not
it could
thrilled about it.
definitely-
We're not
it's-
happy. We're not like
I'm
we're
gonna
not
write
throwing a
this
party
down
about
just
it.
so we know. by
This
the
is
way.
brutal. You can keep up to me until you say what you just said, because then when you say what you just said, that's
can-
got to be going.
I
But
can-
when I say that, you can say the.
I'll bleep it
When you
out.
got
and then
diagnosed.
people will be able to think whatever they want to.
mean,
Fucking.
If they want to know what it is, go
No,
search it up. I guess
they're probably mechanics. We probably have like I imagine
I
we
don't
probably
have
have some
any
mechanics.
yet, but it's okay.
I imagine we'll get some
But
mechanics.
when we
at
get to
least.
1 million, we'll have 1% as a mechanic.
Yeah, we'll at least have some mechanics.
And they'll know what I'm talking about.
And they'll be very happy. You
It's
brought
actually
it
just
up.
anything mechanical engineering, technically. It's
Okay.
just meant to
Cool.
anything that's slowing basically is in that job.
I hate it.
Leave no man behind.
Yes.
Yes.
Fucking, it
goes down there
seems
and
that
saves that
Butch is
boy.
about to leave. Yep, he's about to leave, and then like he has a change of heart. You know, he's hearing Marcellus fucking getting raped,
Yep.
and he does the good thing, and he goes and saves him.
Yep. Using a Kill Bill sword.
Yep. And I was gonna say, choose your weapon because he not only gets the sword, but he goes through a couple things. He
Gets the
finds a hammer.
chainsaw from Ash vs. Evil Dead.
Yep, chainsaw from Ash vs. Evil Dead. He gets the fucking hammer,
Hammer from that movie.
Home Improvement.
No, the other one. Misery? Is that what that
Oh,
movie's
Misery.
called?
Yeah, I think that's a sledgehammer though.
Is it a sledgehammer?
Hammer from Home Improvement with Tim Allen.
Yeah.
He gets the baseball bat.
From
From-
Slugger. From $1 Million Man.
I was
Sandlot.
I was gonna say
Sandlot,
Sandlot.
yeah.
I was gonna say Sandlot.
That's what I was looking for. I couldn't
Gets it
find it in
from
my
Sandlot.
memories.
Then he thinks, those kids probably wouldn't kill a person.
Yeah.
Then he gets the chainsaw from Ash vs. Evil Dead.
Yep.
And then he gets the katana from Kill Bill,
Yep.
Yep.
which
Or the Ninja Turtles, which
Very
we're out.
badass.
Oh,
ooh. Well, Raphael uses
we're gonna
size.
watch the Ninja Turtles. Yeah.
Oh yeah, which one?
The good ones, the old ones.
Fuck yes, I would love to. That's a good
Yep.
one. We'll
Yep.
add that to the list.
Yep. Yep.
He gets the katana, goes down.
Go ahead.
Fine.
Sorry. Continue.
He gets the katana. He goes down to the basement and he saves Marcellus. He fucking slices the pawn shop owner, and then
Yes.
the fucking security guard stops raping Marcellus Wallace. Marcellus
He said,
gets unchained.
First and
He
last
stops
thing.
it. He just gives it up. Yeah.
Dude,
He
I
says,
just-
I can be descriptive on who he's raping.
Yeah.
It was Marcellus Wallace.
He
It's
was
hard to not
butt-fucking-
say.
He was butt-fucking that black man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was. It's
It's some
fucked.
crazy shit,
It's
yeah.
legitimately fucked.
It's
Like,
great. It's garbage. Because I was not like when I first watched it, laying in my bed on Netflix watching it, bro. It
Yeah.
just happens, and I was like, "What the fuck is happening, bro?"
Yes, dude. It's actually fucked.
Yeah.
But
He
he
likes
fucking
watching.
stops, and then he's about to cut open
What?
the dude with the sword.
The shop owner likes watching.
Yes, the shop owner likes
Yeah,
watching.
he does. He was beating off. It's fucked.
Was he?
Yeah,
Is that what he was doing? I thought he was just
dude.
a fucking
he was like
weirdo.
fucking. He was like beating.
Yeah,
his
because I guess
dick
he
off.
wasn't hoarding the shotgun. Yeah, he probably
Yeah,
was.
dude. It was fucking insane.
Yeah, it's gross.
I don't know if I
But-
needed the motion.
Look, Phoenix
Demonstration.
audio listeners, Phoenix gave a demonstration. He didn't pull out his cock,
I didn't pull out my cock this
but if
time.
it was there,
Not this time.
if it was there, I
This
imagine
time.
it would have been like probably regular.
It's gonna be the Patreon episodes.
Regular?
I mean, sure, I'm giving my man some credit. It's probably regular.
Probably
I don't
regular.
know.
I'm not gonna roast him and be like, "Oh, he's got the micro of the micros." I'm not gonna say he's got an Ant-Man dick
A
or like a
micro dick.
You
fucking
could have propped your boy up on
an ant pecker. I like it. Yeah, I was just gonna say.
You gotta
Yeah.
put him up on a pedestal.
You're right. He's probably got an elephant tongue.
He uses his thumb and his pointer finger, and that's it.
You do?
Nah, dude, I use both hands.
What are you? We were talking about you. That's why I was like, I'm not gonna say that you have an
Well, I actually
an ant
know
tongue, but you can
what-
have an elephant
What
licker.
I do ever since I watched American Pie, I just
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I go to the pie store and I just buy a pie each time I want to.
Interesting.
Yep.
What kind of pie? Coconut cream?
I like to do pumpkin.
What size of pie?
I like to
18
do
inch?
Yeah, 18-inch.
Yeah.
I actually have a problem. It's actually a
That
very
is
serious
that is a
problem.
part of an arm, dog. That's
It's very sad.
Fucking
It's
wild.
not as fun as you would think it was. Most
Yeah,
most women.
because you
can't.
probably got it. You got a foreskin, so you probably got to clean it out of your foreskin.
Yeah, dude. All the smeg. Oof.
You got Schmeg in there
we
also
really need to
Dude,
with it.
continue.
Okay.
Jesus fucking
Well,
Christ.
okay. So
You eat it afterwards, obviously.
yeah, obviously buffet all the time. Okay, so Marcellus gets up, he gets the shotgun,
Yeah.
and he stops Butch from killing the man. He shoots him, and then he's like, they basically make up.
Shoots him in the nuts.
Yeah, shoots him in the. Shoot him in the nuts. I thought I
Shot
just
him in
shot him
the
in the
nuts.
stomach.
No, he was holding his balls.
Oh, fuck! I didn't realize that. I thought it was just holding the stomach.
I thought it was like a symbolism of like,
You mean?
oh,
yeah,
you're
he,
fucking
yo,
me, I'm gonna fuck you up.
he, I
Shot
mean,
him
it was
in
a
the
shotgun,
nuts.
so it spread, but it definitely hit him like in the crotch,
Okay.
stomach
Yeah,
area,
yeah.
100%.
Well,
Because yeah, I
Marcel-
guess he said
yeah.
he's not dying. He's
Yeah,
like,
he's not dying.
well, I'm gonna go medieval on your ass. I was
Yeah.
like, that's badass line.
Yeah.
He goes, I'm gonna go medieval.
Go medieval on his ass.
Go medieval.
And
I'm gonna
he's
get two of the
like,
biggest, baddest niggas I know.
Me and you,
They're gonna go hard
we're
on.
nothing. That's what we are now. So you get out of here. No more LA for you. But we're good.
And no one speaks of this.
No one speaks exactly, dude. bro, just fucking great. He goes back. He gets he takes the bike from the pawn shop owner or Zed, whoever the fuck.
Zed's
goes
dead. Yeah, he
back-
takes it from Zed. It was
Yep,
Zed's bike.
He does Zed's Dead DJ name. I can't believe this movie likes
Inspired
the
Zed's
DJ
Dead.
so. I can't believe Quentin Tarantino likes the DJ Zed's Dead so much that he put it into his movie. It's crazy.
Yeah, that's a crazy take to say.
It's crazy. But they right away,
Zed's
perfect
been
storybook
around.
ending.
Quentin Tarantino's been around way longer than Zed Dead.
I know, which is insane. I can't believe how he got
You
Zed's
can't
Dead.
believe
to
Zed's
even allow
Dead allowed him to put his name
Yeah,
in the movie.
exactly.
That's just
So they ride off into the sunset. Well, he goes back to the place.
Yep.
Grabs his girl and rides off.
Mhm.
And then that's kind of the end for those. And then it jumps to, I think it was the Bonnie situation. Does I want to say what they called it?
think so,
Which
maybe.
is
I
like
can't
the
remember.
it's the basically the jump back to the diner and
Well, they jump back
sorry
to
the
to the room.
Yeah.
room
Yeah.
where
room where
English
Kahuna
motherfucker,
Burger.
do you speak it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. We
Yep.
get back to fucking Vincent and
Samuel.
Samuel L. Jackson. What the fuck is his character?
I don't know.
I can't remember his name. But it goes back to them.
Bad motherfucker.
We enact
Bad
the rest
motherfucker.
of their scene, and we kind of get to see how they get to where they give Marcellus
Yep.
the actual briefcase.
They get shot at by a guy with a fucking magnum,
Yep, exactly.
and
dude.
it misses all the shots, and it kind of plays into this thing of Samuel going like, "Hey, this was a
Divine
miracle. Yeah,
intervention.
divine intervention."
Yep.
Yeah, it just kind of spurs arguments through them throughout the rest
Exactly.
of the,
They have
the
a
movie.
bunch of great conversation. They take fucking what was the dude's name? Like Mason or something like
Yeah, it
that.
might have been. They take
Yeah.
one of the black dude
Yeah,
who's the
they
only
take the
person
black
left
dude.
alive from that crew that they killed.
Yep, exactly. They don't kill him. They kill all the white guys.
Yeah, yeah.
Good on them. And then
Well-
they take him to the car, and then
And then they kill him.
and then it was an accident though.
It was an
It was an
accident.
Vincent, like they're having their
They had
fucking
a speedball.
argument about divine intervention. Yeah, exactly. Which I'm pretty sure they didn't.
They didn't hit
hit.
speedball.
But fucking Vincent fucking just shoots this innocent man, and it's a big fucking situation. They're like, "Fuck."
I
We're
like
in,
how much blood goes
There's so
everywhere.
much.
I mean, that was a big ass gun.
explodes.
It was, bro, and he was like right next to him too. So it was just like, it was fucking insane.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude's head blows up. The entire car's covered in blood. They're like, we have to fix this shit now. If we get pulled over, we're fucked, and we probably will because there's a goddamn tomato can exploded in the back of our fucking car.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
they go to one of Samuel's friends, and oh man, just one of the funniest fucking scenes ever happens.
Quentin
where
Tarantino.
Quentin Tarantino, yep,
Not even jokingly. Like, this is not a joking part of this podcast. Quentin Tarantino full on uses the N-word 3 times? 4 times?
oh a lot,
Yes,
dude.
dude. Oh my
Hard
God.
R. Oh my god,
That is some of the funniest
bro.
shit ever.
It is some of the funniest
I love
shit
it when
ever.
like we get
It's
to a comedy movie
insane.
and one of the characters just tears into like one of the main characters about them
Yep.
being just an absolute dumbass.
Yep.
Yes, dude,
This is
exactly.
like this is like a dead nigger story in warehouse.
yes,
And he just
bro.
keeps saying it to him.
Did you
He's
see a
like, "Did you
sign
see
that
the sign that
says-
says
Yeah,
it's
did you see a
dead
sign
nigger
that
warehouse?"
said this?
Why the fuck did you bring him here?
Yeah, it's just the entire scene's so fucking. It's so funny. It's so like out of. It makes sense, but it
Yeah.
also feels so out of nowhere. Like it's so like out of fucking pocket for him to just say this shit. And then fucking Samuel's mostly the one taking it. Vincent's
Yeah.
kind of just sitting there.
Vince is
like,
just sitting there
laughing.
drinking coffee,
Yep.
having a good time. 'Cause
Yep.
Sam made a whole point of being like, "Okay, I'm gonna deal with him. This is my friend. I'm gonna deal with him. I'm gonna keep things cool because you've been fucking everything up all
Yep,
day." And then
yep.
just gets out there and gets rip the new
Yes, it's fucking brutal, dude.
one. Awesome.
Audio listeners, the reason that there's an awkward pause, which we'll keep, the light above us just flickered,
I
and
thought I had a fucking
it's-
stroke, dude.
it's like late at night, so like we went pitch black for like a solid 2 seconds.
Yeah.
But luckily, we're recording on a laptop, so it
Your
didn't,
power stayed.
fuck anything up. I have a battery, dog.
Dude, laptop.
I know, but I
fuck
mean,
up.
did it look like it stopped?
It's still flickering.
It's just this light. It's not that, is it?
You don't know. I'm hearing the other stuff too. I think.
I mean, I have 100% battery. I'm still charging though. Down a little harder. But anyways, go back to your thing. We're gonna
Yeah.
focus on this,
So we did that.
even if it does
Um,
keep flickering.
Consider my ass retired. Like. So yeah. I'm in. I shot Marvin in the face. That's what Vincent says after he shoots him. It's Marvin. That's his name.
Yep.
This is that serious gourmet shit, and this
Okay.
is what
The coffee, yeah.
This is what fucking Samuel is trying to say to Quentin Tarantino's character, because he's trying to be like cordial and like everything's cool. Everything's fucking fine, right? We didn't come up with a dead body. And that's where Quentin Tarantino fucking starts saying his shit to Samuel. Yeah, there is a fucking storm. Fuck.
It's not raining outside.
It's okay.
That's good.
I mean, it's still power mic.
It's okay.
Yeah,
Even if
probably
power
will.
cuts,
Power
we'll have
mic.
more than
power
enough
mic
time
cut.
to still continue recording.
Yeah,
So it's all good.
exactly.
That's
Well,
what's going. That's
we're
what's
near
going on.
we're near the end too, so
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah.
that happens. Samuel starts making some calls. He calls Marcellus, and they bring
Yes.
in
The wolf.
the wolf. Yes, the wolf. And the wolf is basically like an old head gangster looking dude. And he comes in. He's like, all right, we have 40 minutes to get this shit done before your wife gets here, Quentin Tarantino's wife, because that's what Quentin Tarantino's freaking out about, is that his wife's going to leave him if there's a fucking dead dude's body here at his fucking house.
Yeah.
So, like, the wolf comes in, straight just fucking OG, just like, all right, we got 40 minutes, we can get this done, you guys just have to fucking listen to me.
This is what we're doing. This is what we're doing. This is what we're
Yeah, exactly. Like, he basically, he pays off Quentin Tarantino's character, is just super nice to him the entire time. And Quentin Tarantino's character is super nice to the wolf as well.
Yeah, the wolf's awesome.
Yep.
Great, just character actor
Great
that comes
actor
in.
Amazing.
overall too.
Love
Yeah,
It was fucking fantastic. He fucking does that. They clean the car. They have a little fucking spat between each other while cleaning the car. Like we were talking about it, but it's kind of like just you two guys, and it's fucking fantastic.
Yeah, the back and forth banter between Vincent and Samuel L. Jackson's character is absolutely kind of the banter that me and him would have
It's
in
like
that situation.
he pointed to me.
it's fantastic. I love it.
Yeah.
After that, they like get out. The dude's body's just thrown in the fucking trunk like nothing. It's such a brief scene.
It's just
seeing
in
his
the
dead
trunk,
body,
yeah.
And it's like, holy fuck, there's a dead body, and it's
Yeah.
like fucking wild, man.
The wolf is good at his job. He's got to do what he's got to do.
Wolf's great. They drop off the car at like an impound lot. They do get sprayed. I forget they get sprayed with a fucking hose.
Yes,
'cause
he
they have
makes
to-
them go out and clean themselves with a fucking bar soap.
Yes.
And get naked. Yeah, stark naked in the morning.
Yep. And it's such a fucking funny scene. And then we end where we began.
At the diner.
Yep. It's fucking
Yeah,
fantastic.
we pick
Full
up
circle.
back. We pick up back at the diner.
Yep.
They got the people start to rob the store, and we
Mhm.
discover our two characters that we've been following are there.
Yep.
And Samuel L. Jackson's character basically
He has a change of heart.
has
We're-
a change of heart,
we're gonna
doesn't
be
want to kill
cool.
him,
We're
and
gonna be cool.
gives him the $1,500 in his wallet.
Yep.
Gets his wallet back.
Yep.
Tells him he can't have the briefcase,
Bad motherfucker wallet.
but keep everybody else's wallet in the cash register and just leave.
Yep.
And so that's what they do.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think that's just the end of the movie at that point,
Yeah.
basically.
No. Like
Yeah.
the ending's great.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
resolves. You know, obviously that John Travolta's character dies later on.
Yep.
He's on his way to death, but also I don't know. It's a nice way of showing that even though they were bickering and shit, they still got each other's backs through that.
Yep.
And that life just goes on. It's one of those films where it's just it's a series of vignettes, but they're okay.
Yeah.
Shit just
they're
happens.
fine. It just happens, and you move
Everybody
forward
has
because you
their
have
own
to move
story.
forward. Yeah.
Even though you have your own story doesn't mean that someone else's story will not stop yours, or that theirs won't stop, or we're all going through the motions in our own ways. And this movie's just a great just natural kind of high stakes life, and how it is living
Yeah.
that, but also through the lens of they feel like real people as well.
Yeah.
It's just-
Always.
it's fantastic. It's an amazing movie. I love it. I really I keep trying to think of an issue I might have with it, but I really love all of it. Every
Yes.
scene feels like you can take something from it. Every sound,
It's envisioned.
amazing, dude.
Yeah.
All the characters are great,
Yep.
even the small ones, and there's enough mystery and fun stuff to where watching it again, I would watch the movie again immediately, because there's just other stuff I would feel like I'd notice watching it. It's
Yeah. Try
really
to focus on or pick up. Yeah.
Yeah,
Because there's a lot going
exactly.
on.
and it's great.
And there's subtleties in it. The way smoke moves around. There's all sorts of things like that. Colors.
Yeah, dude. I'd love to look at colors and different outfits they're wearing and kind of imagine what they represent and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just fucking beautiful film.
Yeah.
Great.
Amazing.
It's well put together, intentioned.
So it's like no wonder that it's so classic and
Yeah.
like loved. It makes sense.
Yeah.
So that's the end of Phoenix's Fun Note with P.
Mm-hmm.
Would we like to start the kind of final thoughts?
Yeah.
Opinions?
All three. I mean, I just kind of give them, like, I feel it's envisioned. It's definitely well put together.
Mhm.
I see why this is a film that, like, people flock to. Like, after watching it, after all the years of hearing people talk about how great it is, I was like, yeah, this does kind of live up to the hype. Like, this is very well made.
Yeah.
It's great. And, yeah, it's impressive. It is, I can say that. It's definitely impressive for the 90s especially.
Yeah.
It feels more modern today than it ever has, which is a weird thing to say about it.
It's really insane.
But it's quite incredible.
It is nutty.
Yeah, I would agree. It is iconic, yet it does amazing cinematography. It does amazing kind of music kind of setup and like how it transitions into different music and the timing of the music and
Yeah.
just overall the iconic songs that they're using also is just very
Yeah.
nice to see.
It is. It is very, very nice how they use all the music and all the sound and everything feels lived in.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
it's great. It's fucking great.
It feels almost like we just kind of got like a peek into someone's life, which is
Yeah.
what I feel like this movie needed.
Yeah, exactly. And
So-
that's like, it's just so fucking good, man. It's just so fucking good.
Yeah.
Okay. We would like to get to our ratings now of this movie.
Yep.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Where, why don't we start with you?
Why do we always start with me?
I
Let's
don't
start
know.
with Phoenix.
Let's start with
Okay.
Phoenix.
Yeah, this is going to be a first. For me,
Really?
10 out of 10.
What'd you give Inside Out to?
9 out of 10.
Okay, cool.
10 out of 10. Things
and
kind of.
this isn't a decimal one, or I could say decimal, then we round
You can say whatever you want to.
You can say
We
decimal,
round it.
but the ultimate
then we
number
round it.
is a round.
Yeah.
Round number. Gold. Yeah, that being said, I have no complaints about this film. It's a 10.
Yep.
And like,
It's-
there's no other way around it. I mean, I could see why somebody wouldn't like it. I could see why you'd watch this and be like, oh, this is boring or this and that.
Yep.
Because I find that with Kill Bill or like the Matrix movie.
Yeah.
That one's fucking boring. But like, this one, I received it, and I've received it constantly, and it's great.
Just generally so many laughs, so many just like edge of your seat moments.
Yeah.
And like all mixed together so perfectly. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. The only complaint that I can actually think of, and this is me like forcefully trying to think of a complaint.
Yep.
Is the World War II kind of like when
Jesus
they're
fucking Christ.
I'm not even talking about
It's
that.
gonna be every movie that has
I'm not even talking about
anything.
that. I'm just talking in the general, like just that whole conversation. I feel like it lasts a very long time to try to get what
Okay.
they're trying to get across. But at the same time, they have the comedic value inside of it to where it doesn't make it boring.
Yeah.
What's funny about it? A man shoving something up his ass.
Yes.
You're right. That's pretty funny.
It is pretty funny.
That's pretty funny.
pretty funny.
So I would have to agree. 10 out of 10.
Damn, dude.
This is a Midnight Critics first, I believe.
Yeah, it is.
Unanimous. 10 out
That's
of 10.
fucking
Unanimous.
awesome.
10.
Hell
Watch it.
10
yeah,
pulps
boys.
out of 10 fictions.
10 pulps?
10 pulps.
Out of 10
We're
fictions.
bleeding. We're bleeding now. We're bleeding.
Fuck yes. Fuck yes, guys.
All right.
It's great. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
It is
Comment, like,
great
subscribe.
and fantastic.
Leave a comment on what you'd like us to see. Next week we're doing. Fuck if I know.
Dude, I
haven't
actually have no
looked.
idea. I don't know what's coming out.
And then Phoenix doesn't even know his movie pick.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But, that's kind of my job.
No,
I'll figure
I-
shit
I
out.
kind of
know.
did something
I know what
different.
movie.
Oh yeah, Austin Powers 2.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's the fun pick.
The
As for the main
Spy
movie,
Who Shagged Me.
I will figure it out because that's part of my job.
Yeah,
Everything
dude, I
else
don't know.
though, yeah,
I was
comment,
hoping
like,
it was gonna
subscribe,
be
follow us on
Alien
Instagram,
Romulus.
X.
TikTok.
It might be something comes out on August.
We're gonna try and do some.
We'll see what we got.
I'm gonna try and upload some videos to TikTok.
Yep.
We'll see what we got.
Also,
yeah.
leave a comment about like what your opinions are on these movies and what kind of movies or music albums you'd like to see here. Because
Mhm.
Yeah.
this is technically midnight review for movies, but we do also do midnight music
Yeah, exactly.
for music. Or if you want to see other kind of content, whether it be podcast or outside of that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
let
let's
us
plays.
let us yeah
Yeah.
let's plays your gameplays. Let us know what your thoughts are on that kind of stuff. Thank you guys for watching.
Reality
and
TV.
yeah.
Cooking show.
Good night.
Good night.
Guy Fieri.